on time. On time
No,
is
if you're
just the
5 minutes
time you
early,
reach
you're
it.
on time. And if you're on time, you're late, and late is unacceptable.
No.
Yes.
If you're on time, you're on time.
No, well, we're not on time, by the way. 6:30 is when it starts. It's
I know, but if we
6:33.
were, oh my god, you're so loud. I know, but if we were, you're gonna be screaming at me, dude.
No, hope you go
I'm gonna
deaf.
have a headache. Um, okay,
All right,
so the only one that it's not on is Breakers. So
that's
we,
fine. We're on D Live. We're on Trovo now. That's fucking awesome. I mean, the fact that we're on D Live is awesome.
some reason we're not on Twitch yet, though. Oh, there we
You
go.
want to know what I was doing before we started this episode?
What?
I was watching those fucking videos where the Uber drivers kick people out of their ride.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I love
Oh,
those.
I was telling my girl, I was like, "Do you want to know 9 times out of 10 the type of people who are getting kicked out of the car are?" And she's like, "Who?" I'm like, "It's just fucking drunk white chicks."
Yeah, not just white though. I will say I saw quite a few like black and mixed as well.
Fair enough. You fair. All right. How about this? It's usually women.
Oh no, it's always women. There's never been one video where it's a guy. No, there's never has been, never will be.
No, there's sometimes it's a guy, and then like they get overly aggressive, but it's usually, dude, these chicks just walk into some dude's car and act like it's their car now, that they just bought the car.
Yeah, it's unreal. They treat it like it's like they own it now. Like, well, I'm
Yeah,
paying. I'm gonna rate you 1 star. It's like okay.
like good. Rate me one fucking star. Get the fuck out of my
And
car.
it sucks for the driver too because you can tell he's just getting pissed, but he can't like rip her out of the car, so he has to do the whole like, oh, I'm calling the police and go through this whole rigmarole, and then the girl 9 times out of 10 will just be like, all right, well I'll stay then, I'm staying, just to like eke it out to that last second to get. It's like, why you gotta be like that? Just get out. You're not gonna win this. You know you're not gonna win this. The cops are gonna take you out. Just leave. But it's like no,
Yeah, it's
they have to waste the time.
a couple of them I saw. Like this guy instantly called the cops, and I'm over here like, fucking yes, finally. Just fuck no, like don't fucking haggle with these people. They're demons. Just call the fucking cops. Get them out. Get them the fuck out. Pull them
Yeah.
out of your car.
And then for some fucked up reason, you have to go call another man with a gun to be like, "Can you drag this woman out of my car?" It's like in that situation, why can't it be legal just to drag her out of the fucking car? It's my car.
Oh my, it's the fucking worst. And there's people spit. Dude, I saw people spitting on the Uber drivers and throwing their own drinks at them and shit. And I'm over here like, uh, I wish they just got out of the car and someone hit them with another car.
Yeah, the one I watched is like there was this lady and she was trying to get like 3 people or something in the car when she only was paying for like a one person thing. It was like her
Yep.
husband, and the baby, and like the husband comes over after like they're arguing forever, and he's just like, let's just leave, like why you, and it's like poor guys are trying to be like, let's just fucking get out of here. And then when she finally grabs the baby, she like fucking yanks this thing in the car seat. The baby like almost flies out of it. I'm like,
I
oh
think
god.
I think I remember that one. Dude, there's a couple where I saw the guy's like, "Hey, listen, I can only take 4 people," and they're trying to jam 5 people in the car. And one group was like, he goes, "Oh, I can only take four," and they're like, "No, no, you're good, man." It's like, what do you mean? I'm good? No, I can only take four.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
am
nah, man.
good with taking 4 people. That's what I'm good
Yeah,
with.
they're like, no, no, drive. It's cool. You can take five. And it's like, no, I can't. Legally, I can't. It's like, come on, man, be cool. What like, what do you mean? Come on, man, be cool. Like, dude, I swear to God, fucking drunk college kids. You just want to fuck. God damn it.
Yeah. No, I don't understand why someone would want to be an Uber driver though too. It's kind of like,
I don't think anyone wants to be an Uber driver. I think people just need money, so they decide to be an Uber driver.
yeah, do anything else. It's an entry level job, you know. It's like go be a waiter. At least then you like there's no one gonna be like, I'm staying in this restaurant. It's like, all right, well it's not my
Wait,
restaurant. I don't give a fuck.
waiters definitely get shitted on too, though.
Yeah, they do, but they make good money. That's the thing with wait. I think we pay wait staff too much.
I took, my feelings on tipping.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I used to work in a restaurant, but I was in the kitchen, and like I the counter girls or it's waitresses or whatever, then they just complain, and it's just like, what? You do nothing all day. You're like you have the easiest job in this establishment. You're still complaining. What the fuck? And then you split tips with like you get tips and you're not even like, it was a job where they didn't even have to bring the like food to the customer. It was just a counter job. They would have occasionally mix a smoothie. Oh God, you know.
Wait, excuse me? They were a wait staff that didn't wait on the
They were just
tables?
counter girls, like baristas, basically. But they
And what
still
are they
got tips.
complaining about?
Exactly. But the way it worked is
Exactly.
there was like a tip cup, a tip jar, and
Okay.
everyone would split it except for the manager because he was on a salary, obviously. But like when you're
He
working
probably
a
still took some of that money.
oh some of them did, yeah. When you're a prep, when I was prep cooking or like a line cook, dude, you do so much more work than the counter girls, and you still get the same percentage. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Um,
I don't fucking know, man. Sunday was a funny day, dude, because I guess England and Italy were playing each other in this big soccer game,
oh god.
and I had no idea what it was about, but I saw it on the TV, and I'm like, well, I hope Italy wins, and then we just went to a carnival. Like that was like I had no interest in the soccer game at all. We decided to go to the carnival.
So what do you mean carnival?
What do you mean? What I mean? You never been to a carnival before?
I've been to a fair. Is that the same thing?
No, it's
Been to
like
like a theme
carnivals.
park.
Carnival's got well, yeah, think of a theme park, but way scarier.
Yeah, no, that's what. Have you ever been to a fair? State fair?
Yeah, but this was just a carnival with rides and shit.
Yeah, I think. Okay, I think a carnival and a fair is the same thing,
Probably. So
just
yeah, we
different
had
name. Like there's like a petting
rides.
zoo section.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's like fried dough and
Oh yeah, every
for some
dude.
reason the best lemonade you'll ever drink in your life.
I don't know why, but yeah, the best lemonade ever is at a carnival or a
Oh my
fair.
god, what do they put in that, dude? It's so good.
But dude, if there's any group of people that shouldn't be eating fried Oreos and funnel cake, it's all the people that go to a carnival.
Yeah.
I've never seen an uglier group of people in my entire life. And they're all just shoving funnel cake with ice cream on top and strawberries and dude, I bought a corn dog and they're
Oh my
like
god.
they're
A
like, do you want
corn
the
dog.
so I buy one corn dog. I buy one corn dog, Jam. And they're like, do you want the small or the large? And I'm like, all right, first off, I didn't know there was going to be an option here. Second off, I said the small, please. She hands me the small corn dog. It's the biggest corn dog I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
fucking life. I was flabbergasted. I was afraid to see what the large corn dog looked like.
Like large corn dog, you need two hands. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, it really doesn't make sense because like the main thing they sell at carnivals is the shittiest, fattiest fried food ever, and alcohol. And it's like then you're going on rides that are flipping you upside down and fucking spinning
Oh,
you.
we,
It's
we
like,
saw a girl throw up.
oh yeah, dude, I threw up when I went to Six Flags once because of that.
Ah, jeez,
I,
good
I
baby.
I drank beer and then I had fried dough and then we went on Batman 6 times in a row and then I just casually walked and was just like puked in the middle of the road thing and then just kept walking. It wasn't even like a painful one. It was just like, yep, this is what happens when you do these two things.
It's one of those things where it's like, oh, now that that's out of my system, I can ride Batman for a fifth time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Dude, there's carnies. They were talking to us, and like when they would strap us into the ride, and then they would walk away and go to my girl and be like, "I have no fucking idea what he just said to me." Like he's got one tooth. He's like,
Yeah.
how do I have to, you know what I mean? I'm like,
It's
yeah,
on
yeah,
meth.
I know what you mean.
Oh, dude, carnies are crazy. I remember there used to be the guy who ran the Gravitron, and he was fucking psychotic, dude.
Oh, is the Gravitron the fucking flying saucer one where it's
Yeah.
spinning so fast if you decide to move your neck an inch, you're gonna have whiplash for a month.
Yeah, dude. I used to go
You'll
on
have the
that with my.
worst headaches of all time.
Oh, I used to go on that with my brother and dad, and my dad would be spinning upside down and like doing dances, and I couldn't even like lift my eyelids. I'm like, oh.
Dude, the one I was with my brother and we were in the inside one because there's two. Like there's the one at Six Flags where it's out like there's no covering or whatever. But I'm talking about the inside one, the one that looks like a saucer. You walk inside it,
Hmm.
it's fucking spinning like crazy. And his buddy, he unstraps himself and he puts himself upside down, and him and my brother start 69ing. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Jesus. Yeah, that was always funny. You ever ride the zipper?
The zipper is the salt and pepper shaker one, where like you're in a little cage,
Yeah, you're
and
in this little metal cage that flips and around and it like goes up like a zipper.
we had a chance to go on that, but she was too afraid. So I'm like, well, I'm not waiting in line half an hour so I could be next to some fucking kid on this goddamn cage ride. So no.
Yeah, no, that was always the one I was most afraid of. I would still go on it, but and my brother used to tease me and be like, "Oh, you afraid of heights?" And it's like, no, no, no. I'm afraid because this machine was built in like 1947.
Yeah, I'm afraid that this machine came off the back of a pickup truck.
Oh,
Like it's
it did.
still connected to the pickup truck right now. The pickup truck's just parked at the carnival.
Yeah, and it's not bolted into some like it's like bolted into the dirt. That shit was fucking weird, dude.
Dude, there was a sign that says, "Please don't bring your phone onto the ride," and the sign had the original iPhone as the logo, and I'm like, dude, they're not even updating their signs. No way are they maintaining this machinery.
Oh shit, dude! When I went to Six Flags once with my friend group, you ever been on the ride that it's like a Viking ship and it like
Oh yeah,
swings?
it's the best. Usually it's a Viking or like an Egyptian ship, and it just goes left, right, up, down, and it goes higher and higher until it goes like 90
Yeah.
degrees up or whatever.
So this one only went up down. There was no left right, but so this thing gets I put my
That's
like
what I meant. But
yeah
yeah,
yeah I had my beanie on and I put my phone and it was like this little like brick phone, not a flip phone, but like the old brick phones.
okay.
And I had it in my wallet and I sat on them. But when that thing started getting going, my phone went flying. It hit someone. It hit some dude in the head. And I just had to pretend like I didn't lose my phone, but I couldn't find the back. From that day forward, I had no back to my phone until like
As he's walking away, you're away from his peripheral. You go pick up your phone
literally
and run away.
I was able to find it and the battery. I had to connect the battery, but I never found the back ever again. I was like, well, it's probably lodged in his ear or something. What the fuck? I just remember
I
hearing,
love
what
the
the
boat.
fuck? Oh
Dude,
shit.
the boat one is always my favorite because that's the one I'm all the way up there. I stand up purposely. Like you can stand up on that ride and still have yourself barricaded in.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good
The
one.
one that freaks me out, one of the ones that freaks me out the most, and it never freaks anyone else out, is the swings.
Oh yeah, that shit's
Because
crazy.
that thing is literally holding on to one little piece of metal.
Oh yeah.
And the second that little thing snaps, you're fucking catapulted into another dimension.
Well, not only are you gonna go flying and you're high up in the air, but you're sideways. So it's like you're gonna land on and the seats is connected to you. So there's no way to like get you're stuck in this weird sitting position.
There's no way you're not gonna look like a cartoon character when it flings you off.
Oh, you're
this
gonna
thing.
break your leg. Because the way your leg is
Break your
stuck through it.
leg. You're going right into the funnel cake stand.
Oh man. That would suck the fuck. I always thought about that when I was on. I'd go with my grandma and my mom, and the whole time I'm just in between them thinking like, we're gonna fucking
We're gonna
what
die.
if the thing tips? The whole thing tips?
Oh,
Oh,
dude, the one that always gave me cervical herniated disc was the wild mouse.
what's that?
The wild mouse is this little fucking herky jerky roller coaster where the cart itself also herks and jerks. Dude, this fucking thing, they must have got it at like a test dummy crash course, these wild mouse rides, because they literally make the worst 90-degree turns of all time. You're in extreme pain every time it makes a turn, and the
Oh,
ride lasts for 30 seconds.
are you talking about like the scrambled eggs one where like you're in this like bench seat?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, whoever was on the left side would just get crushed by everyone else sitting in the seat. Like I remember going on that and I would just get fucking you're smushed the whole time. I
Yeah,
hated
that
that.
happened to me a couple times yesterday with my girl. She kept going, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry."
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
it's okay. I just can't feel my ribs today.
Yeah, it hurts, but it's also so fun that you can't stop smiling. So like you're just stuck in this permanent smile, being like, "Oh, oh."
That's 100% true. Like you're
Yeah,
laughing and
because
in
it's also
pain.
the funnest thing ever.
Yeah, you're on a fucking ride.
Oh, it's great though. You went to a car. Was it like packed?
It was so packed. It was so fucking packed. It was
Yeah.
such a nice day too. So, like it wasn't packed at the beginning because we got there real early. But once the sun was starting to get to go down, tons of people there.
Damn, dude.
Yep.
Every single day. I think since July 1st, every day of this month has been cloudy and or rainy where I live. It's crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty depressing. It's supposed to get nice out though this week, but
For me, every single day, I can't stop laughing at last week's episode, the Vin Diesel clip.
oh yeah. Oh, that's funny.
It's the funniest fucking clip of all time.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, dude, my fucking side. I
Dude,
ate too
have
much. You ever eat too much and then you feel like you're pregnant and there's like a baby kicking?
pretty much, man. Dude, did you see that I know this doesn't mean anything to us, but it's still I don't know why. I was more upset with myself. Like, why did I even care about this? Like, why did I actually have this feeling in my stomach of, ah, I can't believe that happened. But I guess the Haitian president was assassinated.
Really?
Yeah,
I
and like
I didn't even know
my
they had a president.
that's what that was one of my first thoughts. I'm like, wait, I thought that was like a puppet state or something.
Yeah, yeah. I thought there was like just running wild in Haiti. Didn't they get like leveled by an earthquake like 2 years ago?
They did. I don't know if it was 2 years ago, but they did get leveled by an earthquake. Like it was like a nine something on the
Yeah,
scale.
I remember there was a Family Guy bit where like Godzilla comes out of the water and like to destroy Haiti, and then it just like it's already destroyed, and he just like goes back in the water.
Oh yeah.
Um, wow, that's crazy though. How'd it happen? Someone shot him.
Yeah, I think it was normal assassination. Someone ran up on him and shot him. But I think he was like in his house or his, I guess, government building or something.
Jeez, don't really have security there, or yeah.
I think they might have been in on it or something. I have no, dude. I only read the headline. I have no idea. I'm talking about my ass. And if I say anything about this besides the Haitian president was shot, I'll just be talking out of my ass.
Yeah, that's crazy though.
It's
Pretty
pretty
crazy
fucking
thing to
crazy.
happen.
I've been
Imagine.
watching. I saw that on YouTube, and I was watching some JonTron videos. He had some new ones out recently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was making fun of the oversimplification of company logos.
Oh yeah, I watched that one. That was a good one.
That was a really good one. I like when he did the Adobe one where they made them all the same color. So he's like, "Fuck it, why don't we just take out the letters and just make it all
Yeah.
purple squares?"
The Apple one, he just takes another bite out of it.
Yeah, he took a couple bites. Ow.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I did want to watch a video. We don't have to do it right now, but I watched a video. I laughed so hard. I thought of you immediately. I was like, I have to show this to Whitey.
We can totally do it, but what I want us to look at are so last week obviously we had Santos Bonacci on,
Oh,
and
dude, I forgot about this. Holy shit! How did I forget about this?
I'm so happy you forgot.
I think I blocked it out of my mind because I wanted to go look so bad, but then I was like, nah, I'll commit to the bit. But
Are
then
you able to
halfway through the
screen
week, I
share?
forgot. Oh yeah, am I able to screen share? You bet you damn ass. Do you want me to play this voice message?
Oh, we have a voice message? Yeah, sure. Let's do that, and then we'll do the Santos thing.
All right.
Dude, my nose is so stuffy today. I must sound like pure dog shit right now. That's right, guys. I come to this podcast when I'm sick.
I didn't know Haiti had a president. That's funny as fuck. It reminds me like a while back, like years and years ago, fucking reports was like coming in on the news and shit saying that the Mexican Air Force spotted some UFOs, and what everybody was fucking hooked on was like, wait, Mexico has an Air Force? Like the aliens was just non-factor at that point.
Yeah, for real, dude.
That was my first. It was like the South Park episode when the
That's
kids were trying to
hilarious.
get the whale to space,
Oh,
and they're
dude,
like,
I love that.
we can call Mexico. It's like Mexico has a space program. And they had, dude, my dad, because he's older, he was able to point it out. All the Mexican spaceships in that episode were the old Russian and American spaceship from like the 60s and 70s.
Just like leftovers, like
Yeah,
hand-me-down clothes.
he started, and they just like plastered a Mexican flag over the American flag. And he's dying laughing. I'm like, what's so funny? He's like, those are the old fucking spaceships. Like, he remembers when he was a kid.
Oh, that's hilarious. Mexico has an air force. Who would have thought? No, dude, that is one of the best fucking South Park.
Wilsiak.
I love that. I just love at the end where he's just dying on the road and he just like sees it get launched and he's just like, yeah, he just gets that one last chuckle like, it's still funny.
It was funny. It just wasn't funny this time.
So, what's the video called? Or should I just go to his channel?
Go to his channel. It's like the 4th or 5th most recent upload.
Okay, so you give him the video, like, and then he posts it.
Yeah. So what I did was,
Holy shit! It got 3,000 views.
yes, it got 3,000 views. That was awesome.
Santos Bonacci, dude, coming through with the fucking hookup.
Coming in clutch. Yeah. So what I did was I emailed him the Spotify version of the episode and the YouTube version because I know he has a YouTube channel. I think that's like one of his biggest platforms, if not his biggest. And then he goes, thanks. And then he just uploaded the whole video. He uploaded the whole fucking podcast episode on YouTube.
See, that's crazy. He should have. I mean, I'm happy that he did do that, but at the same time, I feel like why wouldn't he just upload his part? You know.
That was if once we start reading the comments, you'll see
okay.
that a lot of people were also wondering the same thing.
Yeah, dude, that's actually like what the fuck?
Dude, there's people like just skip an hour and 15 minutes until you start hearing Santos.
Well, it's funny because the first time we had him on, I specifically I edited it just to his part and sent it, and he never posted it. But now he posts it when it's the full thing. It's like, what
Listen, Gem, I think we've established that Santos is on a different fucking level than you and me. So
he's on an awesome level, though. I love that guy.
He is. I love him because he always, like, at the end, he just talks about positivity and being a good person. And I'm like, yeah, dude, fuck yeah. This guy's, all he wants is for people to be good people. That's awesome. Why can't we all be like Santos?
Yeah, for sure. So hold on a second. I'm gonna get this video version up so we can actually see the comments. Is that how you want to do it?
Yeah, I mean, whatever you think looks best. I mean,
I figure we just read them.
You want to just read them?
Yeah. Well, they don't need to see them.
Yeah, fine.
What are we making them up? It's like this. They don't believe us.
Was it Mr. The Nothings podcast?
Okay. All right. So are we about to get roasted, dude?
Oh, dude, these people hated us.
Yeah, no, we are like we're on a different genre than what Santos is for sure.
They were not happy with the Nothings podcast. I have to admit, though, there was way more likes than dislikes, but the people who were vocal were not happy with us at all.
I think overall, if someone is into Santos Bonacci's stuff, they would like even the part where he wasn't on, because it's just like a casual comedy podcast. Like I feel there's 86 likes, so I mean, more people liked it.
Scroll down to
it's
the
just if someone liked it, they're not going to be like, oh, I really like this. They're just going to keep it moving. All right. Anyway. Okay, first one. Samantha Bennett. Don't even bother with the first hour and 15 minutes. Then wonder at Santos's patience. Dude, this is cool because this is the first time we've had like feedback from just complete strangers that have heard our shit.
Yeah, I love this. It's not like just our regular casual listeners. It's like people who are like, who the fuck are they? Well, to be fair, though, like they totally got blindsided.
Yeah, to be fair, it is in a situation where they're expecting one thing and then...
Some guy called us knuckleheads.
Jump to 115 to hear Santos. These two guys are knuckleheads. The fighting at the beginning.
This is my favorite comment by Joel. He goes, oh my God, it even has a watermark. The tasteful thickness of it. mean? Like, are we not supposed to watermark our shit?
Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, it's called branding, you fucking idiot. Of
I think
course.
that's what he means. He's like, the fact that they actually are branding this shit is thick. It's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. We fucking branded that shit, motherfucker.
Yeah. You know, Coca-Cola doesn't sell shit in fucking a plain bottle with a gray thing on it. It's like got that fucking. Yo,
What about Santos? Stay away from juveniles. They are dangerous.
thanks for the heads up. The two tossers are painful to listen. Oh, they hated us. They fucking hated us.
They hated us.
I love it though.
Some guy I think actually wrote a nice comment. He goes, "It's kind of weirdly refreshing to hear such bluntness."
Huh.
I like that.
Oh, thanks, Rick. Thanks, fucking Greg.
Thanks,
Yo,
Finn.
why is Gem wearing the all-seeing eye of Horus? See, this guy gets it. He knows. I'm part of the secret club, man. This is unwatchable. I keep on skipping to try to find the part where Santos speaks. I'm 1 hour and 8 minutes in so far, and I haven't heard a single word from Santos.
You're only 7 minutes away.
These fellas could deal with tailoring the podcast. It's not my fault, dude. I didn't know this was happening. I would have cut it. I would have cut it down if I had known he was gonna post it.
This podcast is honest by naming it the Nothings.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. That's the point, dude. That's so funny though. It's like they're blaming us when it's actually Santos' fault. All right, talking a bunch. Why are these guys using such weird words? Talking a bunch of boulder dash.
Because they're all high off their ass, Gem.
Yeah, but what does a boulder dash mean? I've never even
I
heard
think they're all
that.
English too. They're just a bunch of high Brits.
Talking a bunch of boulder dash. Dude, I get so horny, says the guy with an Egyptian symbol for spirit and enlightenment on his cartoon representation. Pitiable.
Dude, I don't understand why like any of this is making sense.
Because I have the Eye of Horus on my beanie. That's not even real, by the way. It's a cartoon. I can't.
You're not
I
allowed
can't
to
be
be
horny.
horny.
Yeah. What do you mean?
What the fuck this?
Oh, you're a vegetarian? Oh, nice. What's that like? I feel like I could never do it. Oh boy.
This one might be my favorite comment. I'm glad Santos is spreading truth to all types of people, and he capitalizes all types.
See, this one gets me mad though. This one now I'm fuming. How did Santos even end up on this podcast? These guys know nothing about him. Dude. I've been listening to Santos for fucking a decade. Are you kidding me? I listened to hundreds of hours of this guy. I get why I could come across though, because
In his defense, I know nothing about him
fair
besides
enough,
what you
but
told me.
dude, I probably know more than this guy.
Yeah, hold on. This motherfucker was on our other episode months ago.
Yeah, dude, I used to listen to him for fucking.
Yeah, how many podcast episodes of yours has Santos been on there, sir?
I used to watch the same lectures over and
Yeah.
over, dude. I come on, please.
About the big time, this guy.
I'm a
We've had him on
Santos fanboy.
twice.
Yeah, the only guest we've had on twice, motherfucker. We haven't
The
even had-
only guest we've had him on twice. I think someone wrote a comment like it sounds like they're taking the piss out of him. It's like, well, yeah, but in a good way. Me and Jim take the piss out of each other all the fucking time on this show.
That was the only one that got me, though. The rest are hilarious. I'm sorry, but I'm 15 minutes in listening to these children and can't take anymore. I'll try again in a year or so to see if the nothings grow up into something. Oh, he's even got the good. He's got the good fucking roast.
Poor Santos surrounded by Beavis and Butthead. Those two mini boys need to listen more and fucking talk less. And he censored the fucking.
Oh, we got a new voice message. I'm gonna play it.
All right. Yeah. It's a great voice message.
He said, "Yo, what is up, Nothings Podcast? A new one. Tune into this motherfucker. So what up? Are you just gonna sit there and do nothing with me? Sing a song with me. What up?
Oh, dude, I didn't hear that at
I don't know
all.
what the fuck that guy's talking about. First off,
I didn't hear that message on my end, bro.
no. He wrote that
Oh, you can write messages now?
apparently.
Fucking Stereo is a weird app, bro.
All right, let's keep going here. I like these. This I like this one. Goes, it feels like they're trying really hard to be edgy. the fighting at the beginning, they just come across as irritable and smug. Dude,
We were fighting for like 5 minutes about D Live in the beginning.
This one Kristen chick is so pissed about us fighting, dude. God forbid two people have a disagreement on a podcast. I mean, what? Jesus Christ. Get to the point where you spoke. Erase the part with them alone. Maybe 3 minutes only with their... Yeah. I mean...
We agree with that one.
At least that one's talking to Santos and not us. Sounds like they're taking the piss. Jeez, these guys are freaking off. Dude, these people hate us. This is not our demographic. I think we're fine.
No. This is... I never read this one. These guys are an odd choice to be speaking about this stuff too. It reminds me of the battle the truth has against evil. Oh, Jesus Christ!
These people are so self-righteous, dude. They think
I can't read this.
Oh, they're sniffing their own farts, man. They think they're so enlightened, and they're so juvenile. It's like, oh, we can't joke around. You can't be an adult and joke around. That's all of a sudden you're acting like a kid because you want to laugh. Oh my God! Imagine being this fucking uptight.
That's the thing I didn't understand. You were when you were talking about being horny, right? It was when you were 21 years old. Like,
yeah, we were telling a story where I was literally 19, I think.
Are you not allowed to be horny as a 19 or a 21-year-old dude?
Yeah, that's true. You're actually right.
Or or did they not want us to talk about? I think honestly though they got blindsided. They did not know it was going to be us two talking for an hour and a half.
I don't blame them at all. But if I was like, because I'm into Santos, I don't watch all this shit, but if I was to watch this, I would love it. I'd be like, oh, dude, these guys are kind of like, they're joking around. Like, why so serious all the time,
These guys are slow.
More like delayed. They are weird. +1. I'm glad Santos ran too.
This person went into all caps at the end. Dude, Whitey and Gem are annoying. Worst broadcasters ever. Talking about stupid shit when you're about to interview Santos. First off, we weren't about to interview Santos. We were about to have him on the podcast. I would never view another than nothing broadcast. I'm only here for Santos. Oh, shit. He's not going to view another than nothing broadcast.
Oh, it's hilarious, dude. I'm so glad I waited to read these.
Yeah. Actually, I only read around half of them. Some of these I didn't read.
Yeah, we pretty much covered all of them. There's not that many. Dude, that's so funny though. I love it.
No, that was cool.
I love that happened just for the fact of. I wonder what people would have commented if it had been just his segment. I wonder if it would have been more positive or not. But they still would have probably been like, these two are fucking idiots.
Which we are.
Yeah, which we are. We're well aware.
Oh, dude, you want to know how stupid I am?
What?
So when I had my tooth pulled a little while back, right?
Uh-huh.
I had my wisdom tooth pulled. So when you have your wisdom tooth pulled, you have to put like gauze for like a day or two, just to stop the bleeding and everything. So after, I think it was a week or after a month went by, I think it was a week. After a week went by, they said they gave me this like syringe, right? A little plastic one, and I'm supposed to fill it up with a saltwater solution and squirt it where my wisdom tooth used to be, just to any food that got back there to kick it out while the wound's healing, and also to, I guess, help with infections or whatever. So, I decided. So, I was like, or not decided. I got this. I was in the bathroom in the morning, right? It's around like 6:45 a.m. I'm fucking tired as shit. I just brushed my teeth very gradually, very, very cautiously, because, I still got an open fucking wound or whatever in the back of my face. And I got this pink salt, and I put it in really hot water, I'm mixing it, and then I suck it up with the syringe, right? And I go to squirt this area, and I missed. I missed by a country mile, dude. So the syringe is in my mouth. I missed, and it hit the back of my throat. And I don't know what happened, dude. I know this has never happened to me in my life. I don't know whether it was just I hit the right spot or it had something to do with the saltwater solution. But instantly, I just went... my fucking muscle in the back of my throat was like I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. I swear to God, I was just like, Like, and I'm looking at my dude. I'm making this weird sound and holding my collarbones, like, and then I'm looking at myself in my bathroom mirror, like, is this it? Is this how it ends?
That's how it is.
Fucking,
That's how I'm going out.
So I run outside, or not outside. I run into the bedroom or the bed area because it's a studio apartment to where my girl's at, right? And I fall to my knees and I'm like, call an ambulance. I can't breathe. And she immediately gets up and then she's like, you want me to call an ambulance? And I'm like, wait. Yeah, call an ambulance. And dude, that's not what I said. What did I say? Here, no, come. If you're gonna be on the podcast, you gotta come here.
Go,
right?
boy.
She's coming here. She's gonna tell you.
Oh no.
Sorry, I don't remember 100%. I was fucking dying. All right, she's gonna come on the podcast, and she's not gonna dox any of us and say my name. All right, tell Jem what I said. She saw this firsthand. It was me falling to my knees, a grown man on his knees.
Yes, you fell to your
No, come here, close to mine. Why do you think I'm this close to it? Here, sit down.
Jesus, okay.
Jesus, what do you mean, Jesus? Jesus.
All right, well, you fell to your knees.
Yeah.
And you do not said wait.
What did I say?
You're like, call 911, call 911. And you were freaking out completely. And
I was dying.
No, you weren't. I knew you weren't dying. And I just stared at you and you got even more paranoid because I stared at you because I knew it was going to be pointless. So then I was like,
I was dying.
So then I was like, you want me to call 911? You're like, yes, call them now. So then I called them. And then as soon as I called and I hanged up the phone, you were able to breathe again. There you go.
All right, that is true. The second she got off the phone with 911 and they're like, we're on our way, I was like, I think I'm going to be all right. And then these two dudes who showed up late as fuck, by the way, like I would have been dead by now. If
I think they
actually
stopped
wasn't
for a coffee. Like.
Dude, they come to the apartment with a stretcher. And I just have to be like, yeah, no, guys, cool, I'm all right. And they're like, are you the patient? And I'm like, yeah, false alarm. And they asked what happened. I told them what happened. This fucking one of the guys turns around and goes, hey, Gary, that's what happened to me the other day.
Holy shit.
He goes, oh, yeah. He's like, yeah, that same thing happened to me. I couldn't breathe for like 30 seconds. Anyways, have a good day. Bye. And that was it. End of the story.
Oh, shit. That's funny. I had something kind of like that once when I was at work and I was eating lunch and I have like rings in my esophagus and shit and
Yeah, what?
Like rings.
Oh, that's right, because of your cat.
Yeah, my cat and my acid reflux and shit. So back in the day, at this point I knew about them and shit, but so I have to like chew my food really good or it'll get stuck. And this one day I was just super hungry, ate my lunch real quick. I went to get out of the truck and it got stuck, but it wasn't like stuck in my, like I could breathe still, but it was getting to the point where it might slip down into my air pipe. So I had, I ran up to my boss and I waited for an ambulance to come and then like, I go lay in the back of the ambulance. They're about to take off. I try to drink some water and then all of a sudden it just goes down. I'm like, oh, yeah, guys, so it fixed itself. Thanks for the help. I felt like such a fucking idiot, dude. Like, I literally just called an ambulance so I could go sit in it for like 2 minutes and then be like, all right, I'm good now. Thanks.
Oh, dude, I mean, at the end of the day, like, if you think you're dying, it's better to play safe than sorry. It's not like, this might go away after 30 seconds.
That's what they said. When I apologized, they're like, apologize for what? Like, it was stuck in his throat. Yeah. Like, that could have been dangerous. But,
it was like that time I got sun poisoning and I passed out at the mall.
Really?
I never told you that story?
No.
Oh,
Passed out at the mall?
Oh, dude, I fucking just, I fell, like, just ate shit at an outside mall.
How?
Okay, so,
happen?
all right.
You got a Best Buy. You saw the price of a cord. You fainted.
This was still when I was living with my parents, right?
Mm.
So I'm still not an adult. Like, dude, I didn't start making my own doctor appointments until I moved out with my parents.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, like,
dude, I was still going to my pediatrician until like,
yeah,
when I was like,
fire
19,
truck.
dude. Yeah, I remember sitting in the waiting room. There's just everyone was toddlers except for I was like, what the fuck? Why am I?
Doctor's like, you want a lolly?
And my mom was with me, you know. And I'm fucking like 19. I'm like, what am I doing, dude?
Yeah, no. So, um, I just got this first time sales position. And I'm so psyched, man. It's like, oh, I'm gonna be a sales rep. That's great. So I'm like trying to learn the ins and outs of selling, all the shit that my GSM sent me and everything. So I decide, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. On June 15th, I'm gonna go to the beach and I'm gonna get there like real early, like 8 a.m., even earlier. And all day I'm gonna just be studying sales notes. I now have all the time in the world to do this because it's an outside sales job, you know what I mean? So like I'm gonna just go to the beach, study sales stuff and work on my tan, be happy on the beach, and eat good healthy foods, and like I'm really gonna jumpstart my life, right? So I get there at like 8 a.m. But I'm such a this goes back to the doctor thing. I'm such an idiot. I think to myself, well, I could bring sunblock, but if I bring baby oil, I'll get a way better tan. And if I get a tan, then I won't get sunburn.
Oh my god.
So I so I
That's how you think it works?
so I so from 8 a.m. all the way until like 5 p.m. there's not a cloud in the sky, and I'm just lathered up with baby
Oh, you're
oil.
just frying, dude.
And dude, at one point it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and my thigh muscles hurt
Yeah.
because I guess the sun like penetrated so much through my skin. Either it's frying my muscles, or just I'm having such bad sun poisoning and heat stroke right now, and my muscles are just tightening and seizing up and getting painful. But I didn't even think of it. I just was like, let me just roll over to my back.
Yeah.
I'll be all right. So all of a sudden, I get in the car. I decide to drive to the mall because I'm gonna get my dad a Father's Day gift. I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, "Whoa, nice tan." And so I'm driving to the mall. All of a sudden, I'm walking around and I'm not feeling that hot, man. I'm feeling really lightheaded. So I'm in this watch store. I think it was a Tissot watch store,
Of
and I'm
course.
just talking to the
A
girl, and I'm like,
watch.
"I'm gonna get him a watch. I'm gonna get him a watch for Father's Day." So I'm talking to the girl behind the counter, and I'm going, "Yeah, hey, whew, do you guys have like a bathroom or anything around here?" And she's like, there's if you walk outside to the right and go down a little bit, you'll find one." I'm like, "Okay, can we just leave the watch here and I'll go to the bathroom, I'll come back?" She's like, yeah. Okay, sure. And she looked worried about me. I walk out of the store. I walk to my right. I walk like 10 feet and boom, I just fall. I gash my knee on the fucking ground.
Ooh.
I try getting back up like a drunk, like, and then just fall again. And then
Jesus.
I'm on the ground, like, what the fuck? And dude, the worst feeling in the world. Bunch of people rush to me, like, "Oh,
Oh no.
you okay? What's wrong?
That's
Can
so
we help?"
embarrassing.
This one girl's like, "Hey, listen, I forgot what she said. I think she said, like, I think she might have been like a elementary school nurse, but she's like, hey, listen, let's just go with EMT. I'm an EMT. Just sit down. Are you all right? Yeah, I'm gonna get you some water. Don't worry." And then the most embarrassing thing was she goes to her boyfriend, "Hey, get this guy water." I'm like, "Ah, jeez." Like this guy's probably looking at me like, "Ah, my woman's taking care of him. What a pussy."
Yeah. Oh,
And
dude.
yeah, dude, I had sun poisoning and heat stroke. EMTs came, and this was that. I think I told you this part of the story before, where they came, they're taking like my pulse, and they're doing all this other stuff, and they go, "All right, we're gonna take you to the ambulance, or no, we're gonna take you to the hospital." And I go, "Hey, wait, hold up, is this gonna cost me anything?" And they're like, "It's gonna cost you around $900." What? Nope, I'm okay, I'm fine. And they're like, "Whoa, are you we can't legally take you, but are you sure you're gonna be okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine. I'm gonna be perfectly fine."
Yeah.
And so they stay with me for another 15 minutes. They then leave, and for like an hour later in the food court, I'm just like spasming. My muscles are just fucking tweaking, and I'm drinking a bunch of water. But I survived. But dude, man, for like 4 straight weeks, the sunburn was so bad, and there was so much liquid in my ankles because I guess I was just that fucked up from the UVA rays.
Jesus Christ, man.
I was able to push on my ankles, and it was like I was pushing into Play-Doh where my fingerprint would just stay there for a couple minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You're lucky you didn't get fucking skin cancer, dude. Holy shit.
I don't I'm at this point where I'm like, all right, it's been a couple years. When's the tumors coming?
Yeah. That's not because I've had bad sunburns, but never that bad. But even the ones I've had that are bad, dude, there's nothing worse.
Oh, I couldn't
When
sleep
When it just
for
hurts to
days.
exist.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
just exist. If you even think about moving, like you whatever's burnt is just like ah.
Dude, every time I went into the office, there was this one sales rep. He would hear me sit down and go, and he'd start laughing.
Yeah.
I love this guy. Every time I could be like, like I would sit down and go, and he'd just start giggling.
It's like a fucking tanning motherfucker.
You dumbass.
Well, you learned a valuable lesson that day, you know.
Yeah, the sun burns, and don't bring baby oil as a substitute to sunblock.
Yeah, don't bring canola oil and rub it on yourself to
Yeah, I
go to the
brought
fucking beach.
I brought avocado oil.
I feel like that's something like maybe you would do if like you really couldn't get burned. You know?
I wouldn't advise it.
Like
After
why
what I
would
went through.
why would someone use cuz people do use oil to get like darker, but I feel like the only people that do that are people that can't burn cuz like obviously if you do that and you can burn it's going to burn the fucking shit out of you. I
don't know, man.
Maybe it's like mainly a Latin thing or something.
Yeah, they just get darker.
Yeah.
It's like you go from light skinned Latin to Dominican to I guess you're African American now. Whatever.
Yeah. By just using baby oil.
Do you know I had a dream this week that I met you?
Really?
Yeah, I had a dream that we met.
Huh. What was that
This-
about?
I think yeah, you came to my door. And I opened the door and I'm like, oh, and you were just like, oh, and we were like, oh my god. And it took me
You
a
just
couple
knew
minutes.
it was me somehow.
Yeah, like I for some reason the word gem was over your head
Yeah.
somehow. And I'm just like, you looked kind of like me, which makes sense. And it took me a couple minutes into this dream to realize, oh no, now we know what each other look like. It's like, really? It took you that long to figure that out? Seeing someone means you know what they look like?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had weird dreams like that. I had one time I slept like 11 hours and I had like a crazy dream where like all my old friends, I was in this like video game world with them and like it was super weird. It felt so real. Like when I woke up I was like, did I actually just talk to some old friends or is that like fucking real? Dreams are fucking weird, man.
I love the days where you sleep for 11, 12 hours and you're dreaming, then you wake up and you go back to sleep and you go into another crazy dream and you wake up, you go back to
Yeah.
sleep and it's like, dude, man, this is just crazy dream day, I guess.
Yeah, I can't really do it anymore though because fucking like if I sleep more than like 6 hours and 3 minutes exactly, like my fucking disc will like bother the shit out of me all day.
Oh, damn.
So like if I have a sleep where I do that, there's been a few times where I'll like sleep on my floor with like a sleeping bag and that like completely fixes it. Which is super weird.
Yeah, dude, I knew this one dude, he was a minor league baseball player, and he said, yeah, at one point my sciatica was giving me so much problems when I was going to play in different cities at the hotel rooms, I would just sleep on the floor, and that would help with it.
Yeah, dude, it helps. I did it by accident because I had my buddy stay over, and I let him take the bed, and I just slept on the ground because it's a nice sleeping bag. I woke up and I was like, I felt like I was like I had a new spine. I was like, oh my god, this feels fucking great, dude.
Yeah, because I would assume it's because your spine isn't sinking into that
Right.
groove that is already hurting you, like that your mattress or your couch has been doing to your spine for the past couple of years.
Yeah, it's like holding it in place, maybe.
Something like that, especially if you're sleeping on your back or if you're sleeping on your side and at least are elevating your head.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw this weird tweet about Nick Cannon that people were very upset about, and I didn't understand why people were upset about it.
Whoa, what was it? Give me the
Well,
deets.
first off, I was surprised that anyone cared about Nick Cannon anymore.
I know. When you said that, I was like, Nick Cannon.
Yeah, I was like, how the fuck is Nick Cannon still
That
relevant?
guy's still alive?
He had a quote that said, "I'm having these kids on purpose. Trust me, there's a lot of people that I could have gotten pregnant that I didn't. The ones that I got pregnant are the ones that were supposed to get pregnant."
Oh boy.
And when I read that, I was like, okay, that's whatever. It's a just a different comment. I wouldn't make that comment because I don't want to get anyone pregnant ever. But like, I don't understand why people were upset with that. As long as the girls that he got pregnant were on the same page as him.
Yeah. Um. Also, it's not really his decision, right?
Well, I mean,
Not to go with that gay angle, but like,
well, no, I mean, if he decided, if they both decided, it's like, hey, Lil, like, fucking come and sign me, and he's like, yeah, no, I'm down, and he does that, like, I don't understand. I don't understand what the big deal is.
true. Yeah, I have no context. I typed in Nick Cannon, and the top story that comes up is Nick Cannon sends Kevin Hart a llama in a birthday prank. So that's looks like he's having a big week. Look at Nick Cannon.
Getting bitches pregnant and sending Kevin Hart llamas.
He sucks, dude.
I've never seen someone with no talent at all make it as much as he's made it.
Ryan Seacrest.
I kind of, I give him kudos. Ryan Seacrest.
They're the same person.
It might be the same person.
Yeah, they're the exact. I think he just gets in a machine and it like morphs into each one.
Yeah, but I see Ryan Seacrest as more talented. Like at least yeah, because he at least has a personality that is, yeah, I'm the host of a show. Where Nick Cannon, it's like, nah, dude, you were in like All That or Teen Nick for like 2 years, and that's it. That was supposed to be your cutoff.
Yeah, and that was just because his name was Nick.
You think that's why they did it?
Well, they played that pun a lot.
That is true. Nick
Nick
Nickelodeon.
Nick Cannon. Then he like married Mariah Carey.
Did he really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah, he's got game apparently.
Yeah, he's fucking swinging pipe and
He's a
getting
nerd,
bitches
dude.
pregnant.
He's a
He's a
nerd. Look at him. This guy's a nerd.
You ever see him on the Eric Andre show?
Nah, I never watched that show. That show was kind of weird.
I loved that show. At least I loved certain clips from that show. That's a better way to say it, because it was very rare I'd watch a full episode.
I didn't dislike the show because I've never seen it, so I can't say. But it just seemed like, from the outside looking in, it seemed like one of those shows where it's like, oh, awkward is funny. It's like, I don't know, that's not really my brand. But then again, I never watched it, so I don't know if that's what it actually was.
Well, I mean, in essence, it was like, all right, we're gonna take a talk show and do the opposite of what normal talk shows are, and part of that is awkward is funny, but it's like, hey, look at all this awkward stuff that's happening, people's reactions when the normal stuff isn't normal anymore, and yeah, there's a ton of stuff out there like that even before that show that's been out there, and a ton of it sucks, but if it's good, it's good, and I liked the show, so it was good. It was funny at the end of the day. Like the premise is there, that whole it was being awkward, but they were also able to pull off comedy with it.
Nice. Is that the one where they would have like Zach Galifianakis on to like stare off in the distance weirdly?
I think that was what the fuck is that? Tim and Eric's
Oh,
awesome show?
okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
Tim and
I'm,
Eric's awesome show, which is in the same realm as that awkward is funny.
I
kind of
think I'm
thing.
thinking of that show. I actually don't know what the Eric Andre show is then.
Think of Tim and Eric, awesome show, but black.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
It's even worse for some reason.
Low budget.
Yeah, that's. Well, I remember that like that
East
Zach
side of Hollywood.
that Zach Galifianakis one was like purposely low budget though. You know, it was like
Yeah.
low budget. It was like that was like the bit was they're using like old cameras and like 80s text and stuff.
That's awesome, dude. I think more movies should go back to using old cameras
No,
when they're trying to make a period piece,
No.
like an old movie.
I know what you mean, but nah.
Yeah,
Nah.
because now it's way too saturated. You watch a movie that they're making about the 40s, and everything looks so crisp and
Yeah, but that's how
clean.
it actually would have looked.
No, man, no one had high definition eyes in the 40s.
Yes, huh, dude? Everyone
No,
was
man,
wearing
look at
glasses.
yeah, everyone was wearing glasses because their eyesight sucked because everyone was breathing oil.
Yeah, but my eyesight sucks. You know,
All right, so
and
then
I
we
don't
should
wear
use mobile.
glasses.
We should use bad cameras.
No, I hate that because like people associate the old days with like black and white and shitty, but it's like in reality, it was actually real. Like everything was in color and you could see everything HD with
Make
your
it way
eyes.
too saturated though. Like the blue is way too blue, and the color. It's like no, this isn't real anymore. This looks like a cartoon.
Oh, I know what you mean. Sometimes they'll go for an effect, to where it's like, oh,
Yeah,
because
like
it's the '40s, we're gonna make everything like this off color or something.
well, not exactly. A perfect example for me was that movie 42, which was about Jackie Robinson, and I'm just like everything looks too clean.
Mm,
Everything's too colorful and crisp. It's just like this.
I love
It
that
doesn't
though.
seem right. It looks like people acting in a movie. It doesn't look like this really took place.
Yeah, I feel it. I love new shit though. I watched. Did you see Godzilla vs King Kong?
No, but
Dude,
you can tell me. Oh wait, no, I did. I'm sorry, I did see Godzilla vs King Kong. I'm an idiot. I
so
did see it.
I have to really be in the mood to watch like an action film.
Okay.
I usually like stuff with more like plot and drama and development and story and shit, but I decided to I was drinking some wine. I decided to flick this thing on. Dude, I fucking loved that movie. That movie was like the fucking it was just I hadn't seen an action movie in a while, and I was just it was nice to see a movie for a change that's just the main focus is like holy shit, look at what I'm watching. Like there's fucking
Really?
buildings blowing up and fucking tossing. And then I really was rooting for King Kong too because he was so like human. Where I was like, yeah, fuck that dumb reptile up. It was really on a tribal level. I was like into it. I don't know. It was
Two things. One, that movie sucked,
no, that movie was great.
and two, I was rooting for Godzilla.
Yeah, see, you would. Well, that's because you used
Yeah,
to have a fucking snake, dude.
yeah, but King Kong also like, why is he taking human growth hormones or something? Like he gets bigger every fucking movie.
I know, but dude, he was
He
the
used to be
best.
the same size as Mighty Joe Young, and now he's the size of the Empire State Building.
No, he was always the size of fucking.
No, he didn't. He climbed the building in
Yeah,
the original movie.
yeah, but you know the old classic picture of King Kong from like back in the '50s. He's like giant.
No,
He's on the
Jeb.
Empire State Building. He's hanging on the top of it, swatting away like helicopters.
Yes, he's on top of the Empire State Building.
Yeah,
He's
but
not
he's
the
huge.
I never said he was not a big monkey, but Godzilla's literally the size of the Empire State Building. Where King Kong, for 7 fucking minutes, has to climb the Empire State Building while swatting away little one fucking winged airplanes.
I like how big he was. You didn't like that movie?
It was bad. It was a
In
bad
what
movie.
way?
It's just CGI noise. It's
Yeah, but
boring
that's
to
what
me.
it's. That's the whole point of it, though. Why would you go into it expecting anything else?
I did it. But I don't. It just looks dumb. It looks like something I saw someone create on their computer. It's not. It's. I didn't like it. It was bad.
Yeah, see, that's a you problem though, because I went into it like this is fast food. This
It's
is
not a
like,
real fight. I would rather watch the old.
oh
Japanese...
no, it's not a real fight. It's fucking Godzilla and King Kong. Dude. What do you? Yeah, it's fake. It's fiction. What do you mean, dude? That's
Yeah,
the whole
but
point.
But I would totally, dude. I actually would.
Go watch the UFC.
when I
You
was-
want to see a real fucking fight?
No, because those aren't real fights either. A guy breaks his fucking foot before the round starts, and then they have to call the goddamn fight off.
That's true.
But, dude, used to watch clips on YouTube of the old Japanese movie where it was a guy in a suit fighting another guy in a suit. And for some reason, that entertains me more than these CGI monster fight movies.
Nah, I'm here for it, dude. I was thrilled the entire way through. It was
You were
just
thrilled.
it was just like everything
It
I
reminded
want.
me
It
of
was like a
Pacific Rim.
yeah. I never saw that, but I just loved it. The score was amazing. The visuals were amazing. The fucking action sequences were. It was just like a big budget fuck you action fucking shooting machine guns movie. I just loved it. I was in the mood for it. You know, I was just like, I want to see something. I want to see a fucking city burn, and I got it. You know, That's what I got. I don't know. I loved it. It's like the Tekashi 6ix9ine of fucking movies, you know? You know what you're getting.
It's shit.
Yeah, but it's hot shit, dude.
Nah, this was not hot shit.
It's like a guilty pleasure. Like, I know this is guttural, like low vibration shit, but it's like it's the best kind of that shit, you know?
Well, me and my girl have been we actually binge watched almost all of the Fast and Furious movies the past couple weeks.
How dare you? How dare you just shit on this movie and then say that you've watched more than the second Fast and Furious movie? How the fuck did you make it past 2.5, dude?
Well, dude,
Come on.
when I was
horseshit
younger,
series.
when I was younger, my brother's friend had a great joke, and he goes, quick, what are the Fast and Furious 1, 2, and Tokyo Drift? Which one's the best one?" And I thought for a second, and he goes, "Wrong, they all suck."
Yeah.
and I kind of laughed. I'm like, yeah, you actually got a point there. But
They're bad
no, we
movies.
watched. Well, yeah, but we watched it because they were bad movies. That's the difference. You watched.
No,
King Kong
I watched King Kong because it's a bad movie. That's my whole point. That's what I'm saying.
So then what? But you acted as if it was.
I wanted to
good
turn
movie.
my brain off and just watch.
Oh, you sound like her. You
Pretty
sound
thing.
exactly like my girlfriend.
Well, that's what it is. I just wanted to see. I wanted to let it do the thinking for me. I was drinking wine. And I wanted to see something that I
oh
didn't
my
have
god,
to.
you are her. Maybe we did meet. You're wearing a wig.
Well, it's true though, man. You don't get that. You don't ever want to watch something that's just like low
That's what
level.
we did with
like...
Fast and Furious. I was eating Haagen-Dazs and I was
yeah, but that's
watching this like
it's a gay movie, dude. It's about fucking guys in tank tops driving.
it's hilarious, dude. It's
At least with
so
King Kong, at least it's a giant monkey. He's hitting buildings and shit, and there's explosions.
dialogue is so bad. And our favorite is that we guess the lines before they say it,
Of
and we've
course.
gotten them right like 5 or 6 times now. It's like, holy shit,
It's a
I could write this too.
Yeah, because it's horseshit. It's the worst, dude. And then that fucking guy dies and makes Wiz Khalifa say a song about it. It's like they acted like that was like he was like the most respected actor in Hollywood. It's like, dude.
No, every time I see him, I keep going, fuck Paul Walker. Why'd you have to? You asshole. I'm upset that he's gone. I feel bad.
Really?
Yeah, dude, because dude, Paul Walker looks like he's a beautiful scented candle. He's just
Nah.
this like his eyes are like the ocean. Like if you were to
Oh
make
my
a candle
God.
out of Paul Walker, it would be like ocean breeze.
Oh my god. I
That had a chance to be a great TikTok clip, and you totally ruined it.
no, I'm upset. I hate that guy. That guy sucks. The movie sucks. The franchise sucks. They're on like movie 12 now. It's just
Yeah, we're trying to watch the last one so we can watch the pitch meeting for it.
oh my god. See, that's an actual bad movie. That's not like what I was talking about.
King Kong and Godzilla was an actual bad movie.
No, it wasn't.
You think that was a good movie?
I thought it was a great movie.
I think
I think it was
there's
the
no-
best action movie I've seen in a long time.
I'd rather watch John Wick, which I love.
Yeah, but you're talking about different. John
They're
Wick
action
isn't an
movies.
action movie.
It's not. What is it then?
It's like a shoot 'em up, fucking. It's a shoot 'em up movie. It's just a shoot 'em up. That's not.
Really. Is that the
You
category?
can't compare a dude with a gun to fucking two gigantic
Jeff,
monsters
Jeff,
fighting
Jeff,
in
Jeff.
Manhattan.
Relax,
not-
relax.
It's
Just sit down.
Two different things, dude.
Sit down on your squeaky chair for a second.
I'm
Let's
sorry,
talk-
but a guy with shooting a pistol is
let's
never.
talk like men.
A guy shooting a pistol is never gonna be as exciting as two gigantic monsters fighting.
Well, Jeb, newsflash, like you said, it's not fucking real. It's all CGI. They're not real monsters.
Yeah, but
fighting.
at least if you're gonna go not real, at least go up to the 10th degree. Don't sit there and have a guy who can shoot a bullet around.
Then
the
why
corner.
don't we just put arms on planets and have them fight each other?
Dude, I'd watch that movie. Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. Go big. Go home, you know? I don't watch no shoot 'em up gay fucking Western movie. I want to see
Oh my
fucking.
god!
I want to see
It's
Titans.
not, John Wick's not a western.
I know it's not. I actually like Westerns, but I loved it. That's all I'm saying. I feel like you're just being a contrarian on this one. That's a good movie.
No, I saw the movie. It was
I know,
bad.
but you're just being a contrarian though, because it was such a good movie that you're like, I want to be the one guy to be like, oh, that stunk.
There's no way I'm the one guy that thought it stunk. There's not in a million years. I'm trying to look at the reviews.
I know,
on
but
my
all the
girl's
people who
computer
said it
motherfucker.
stunk are the people like you who are just trying to be like unique.
It's not unique.
There's no
saying
way you
this
watched
movie-
that masterpiece of a fucking digital fucking movie and walked away like, nah, it sucked.
Yeah, well, wait, hold
Like,
on.
dude,
Did you see-
that's like the most graphics and
Graphics.
production quality you can get. where we're at.
graphics and production
Yeah,
quality.
dude.
All right,
Dude, the
well,
budget
all
for
right.
that movie probably broke. I mean, like that's like
I didn't listen. I'm not saying the people who worked on the CGI didn't do a fantastic job. I'm saying I
Well,
didn't
that's
like
what
the movie.
that's what the movie was, though. That's all. It was all CGI,
Yeah, but
and it
it's
was the
still
best
not-
of the best. It was the top.
There. Oh my god, I don't know if that's true. I haven't seen enough CGI movies to say
It-
that's
it
the
had
best
to
of the
have been.
best.
It had to.
It had to have been.
That it looked amazing.
Well, like, make
I don't know
King
what you
Kong
watched
the
it on.
regular size like he used
Nah,
to be.
I
if
liked
it's-
him. I want him to be bigger, dude.
Yeah, but that's not what he was.
I don't care. He was never real to begin with. So
He used to take an elevator to the top of the Empire State Building. Now he's just using it as a toothpick.
I'm done with it. I
No.
hated Small King Kong. Small King Kong sucked.
You never saw Mighty Joe Young?
I might have, but that wasn't King Kong, dude. That was a different movie entirely.
I know, but it was.
I
a
just remember the
monkey.
one part in the trailer where like the dude's like, "Hey, Jose," and
What?
and the monkey like waves.
Oh, for Mighty Joe Young.
Yeah. There was a part
Dude.
where like a Mexican dude's like, "Hey, Jose."
I thought for sure that was like a Disney original movie, and then to find out, oh no, this was this was an actual movie that people spent time and released in theaters.
Yeah, I do remember seeing it on TV though.
Oh yeah, that's where I there's not in a
I
million
think I did
years
see
did,
it on Disney.
did my parents go, hey, you want to see Mighty Joe Young tonight?
Yeah, shit. I saw.
You said there was a video that you wanted us to watch.
Yeah, there is. I saw another movie that just came out on Amazon called Tomorrow War, which is really good as well.
My girl, she just saw that. She said it sucked.
I liked it a lot.
You have a weird taste in movies, man.
I mean, why did it suck though? I feel like people.
She's-
I don't know. I'm the type of person where like I try to enjoy something. I go into it with like the,
Yeah, no, I'm the opposite. I try to hate it.
Yeah, see, you can't be doing that because then you're gonna.
I
hate it.
know it does ruin it because then I can never even gravitate towards the story. When I'm alone, I'll like more stuff, but when I'm with people, I have to like kind of like play cool, man. But dude, I was watching the end of that movie, Tomorrow War or whatever, and I'm just looking at the acting. It's awful. It was awful.
It wasn't that bad. It was
It was bad.
passable.
I mean, well, it could have been because I only saw like the last 2 minutes of the movie before the credits started rolling.
Yeah, that's usually the soapy part where everything
Worked out
happy-
at the
yeah,
end.
Yeah. So that I don't know. It's just like
Wrap this shit up.
huh?
Like wrap this shit up. It's like, why do you need this weird? Oh, look, he's alive and he's alive and we're gonna get back. Yeah, it's like no, like you guys, half the fucking world just got demolished.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I like to enjoy things and like I'll go into it to try. Now, of course, if it's an objectively bad movie, I'll grin and bear through part of it and then I'll give up and be like, this movie fucking sucks. But generally, if I think a movie's good, it's pretty objectively good. I don't know. I have a pretty good sense for that shit. Like Fast and Furious, complete garbage. Total garbage movies. Nothing redeemable. You can't get into it because the writing's bad, the acting's bad, even the visual camera work's bad somehow. I don't know.
It's funny though, man. It's some funny shit.
Fair enough. I'm looking for more
pull-
action movies though, man, because now I'm kind of in a little like.
Pull up
past-
that video that you want us to watch.
All right. Well, you got any good movies though?
Oh, for like action movie?
Yeah, like big action.
John Wick 1,
No,
John Wick
not
2.
shoot 'em ups. Not shoot 'em ups. Like I'm talking
I'm
big,
not-
big. Like you said before,
No.
that Pacific Rim and shit. Ones like that.
I'm not a big action movie kind of dude, man. Like, cause so
Well, I'm
much
not
of it
either.
is
That's why I'm asking.
so much of it's CGI based, and I don't watch it. And dude, a lot of action movies nowadays use the same exact actors.
Yeah,
It's
I
like the
don't-
same 6 guys from Marvel. It's like, all right, let's put him here. Now let's put him there. It's like, you guys can't get anyone new.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, dude, DeRo said he's in our server, but he needs the role so he can join waiting.
Okay, give me 1 second. I thought you tell me now when I'm going to bring up the video.
Well, he just told me now.
I mean, it's unreal.
Well, don't blame me.
It's your fault.
And after this, we'll tell the people from Stereo goodbye. As we're waiting for Gem, guys, you can go to our website, podpage.com/nothingspodcast to fucking binge watch every fucking episode, man. That's our goddamn website. And we're on so many podcast platforms, you can't even count them. But I did for you. We're currently on 25 podcast platforms that I know of, like Spotify and Google Podcasts and Breaker and Radio Public and shit like that.
Oh boy.
What, is he not here? Oh, there he is.
No, I added him as guest. I'm just trying to do this thing. There we go. Boom. Boom. Yeah, baby. All right.
All right, cool. I told him he's good. Once he comes in, we'll leave Stereo. Dude, before you pull up the video, because we were talking about that, what was it, the Tomorrow War movie?
Yeah.
Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah.
You do.
I don't believe in aliens. I know they exist.
You know they exist.
Yeah, if they have to. The universe is way too big, dude, for us to be the only ones. I don't believe it. If it can happen here, why can't it happen somewhere else?
So when I say, do you believe in aliens, and you say, yeah, like, when you're saying, yeah, do you mean aliens, different species that are even more complex and more intelligent than us? Or are you talking about like microorganisms? When I ask that question, what kind of aliens are you talking about?
I think it's safe to assume we could be in the middle.
The middle, in terms of intelligence?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we are among the smartest, but like, obviously, like, maybe apes think they're the smartest, you know? Then they see us rolling around in a tank, and they're like, all right, maybe. It's like everyone thinks they're the smartest until you ain't. So I don't know. I think like they could, but I don't know. Maybe it is just a bunch of microorganisms. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. There's just so many fucking planets and stars and galaxies and just billions and hundreds of billions and billions. It's like, you're gonna tell me we're the only life that ever existed in this giant infinite universe?
There is that possibility, though,
That's more
that is
ridiculous to me. That's more ridiculous than than believing in aliens.
Do you see it as a possibility, though?
No.
It can't be.
No. It just can't statistically. Like, if we exist, then there has to be other, or else we wouldn't exist.
Why is that the case?
It's just probability, man. It's just once you get to a certain number, it starts to be like, all right, well, there has to be more. There just has to, or else we wouldn't exist, you know?
Yeah, but wouldn't the probability say that even though there's an insanely high probability that there is other life out there, if the universe is as big as some people have said, it still opens the possibility up of, no, you guys really are just it?
No, because then where did we come from? You know
Well,
what I
yeah,
mean?
but if where we came from doesn't mean that other beings came from the same thing or whatever. You know, wherever we came from, we might be the things on this earth might be the only things that came from anything.
Yeah, but that, to me, that's ridiculous. That'd be like, what a crazy coincidence. That we're
But
just the only life in an infinite universe.
It would be fucking crazy, but you can see how that still has a chance
No.
to be. No, you don't even see, you don't even see the possibility of that existing.
No, just the numbers are way too. To me, it would be pretty much impossible for us to exist with the size of the universe, and for it not to have also happened somewhere else. To me, that's blasphemy. That's just like, what are we talking about here? That's like if you see a forest fire start up and be like, oh, that's the only forest fire that's ever existed in all the forests around the world. It's like, is it though? If it can happen there, why can't it happen in fucking South America?
Seems like a very flawed analogy, but okay.
No, I'm just saying, if something can happen, why can't it happen again? Or, you know what I mean?
Well, no, I'm just. Our DeRo's here.
Like-
Here, we'll get DeRo's answer on this.
Okay.
I'm dying.
What's up?
Oh boy. Oh shit, you gotta drag him in because every time I try dragging them in, like they
What are you,
fucking.
what are you doing?
All right, we're gonna leave stereo because Dara, you're not on stereo, also, are you? Oh boy.
You boy.
Oh boy. I like how he's got his little character.
Oh
His,
yeah.
his little beanie character. Oh boy.
It would be. Oh Jesus.
Oh whoa Jesus.
Oh Jesus.
Oh jeez. Well, all right. No, that listen, man. If you think that, I understand why you would think that. So, I was just wondering your thoughts on that.
Like if you found, let's say you found like a fish, right?
Okay.
You threw a hook into the ocean. You pulled out a clownfish. Now,
Okay.
do you think it would be more ridiculous to say this is the only clownfish, or this is the only fish in the entire ocean, or do you think it would be more or less ridiculous to be like, oh, there must be more of these?
Well, that wasn't really the question I was asking. I understand how you could say, all right, there's this one little fish in this whole entire ocean. Um, I guess when I'm,
Like, there's other alien life on Earth.
well, no,
Like,
what
have you
I'm,
ever seen a crab? Like, how different they are to us, and that's on the same planet.
so I
Doesn't
guess what
it?
I'm saying is, because I really haven't given my thoughts. I was actually just asking you questions for the most part. But what I'm
All right,
saying,
don't yell at me.
it, no, I
Don't
didn't mean
yell at me.
to.
I know you went to Catholic school, but come on. Don't get all. Maybe it was
um,
God, dude. I don't know.
no, the main thing is
Oh boy.
if I pull a fish out of water, I understand that because I don't know what's in that water, even though it's most likely an insanely low probability of this being the only type of fish in that water, I'm still open to the thought of because I don't know what's in that water, the probability or the possibility still exists that yes, this is the only fish in the water.
So you don't think that the fact that you got this fish disproves that.
It doesn't disprove that there's more than just that one fish. The only thing it would disprove is that there's no fish in the ocean because you at least have one fish. But now to find out
But
without a doubt that there's two fish in the ocean, you would have to find a second fish.
right, but don't you think it would be much more ridiculous to pull a fish out of the ocean and then say, "Okay, now there's no fish in the ocean," than to just not pull any fish and say there's no fish in the ocean? Like the fact that you pulled one, don't you think that kind of pretty much guarantees that there's more?
Like I said, the probability is in your favor. Like if I was a betting man, if I pulled that one little fish out of this huge blue ocean and someone goes, all right, bet money that there's more than that one type of fish in the ocean or bet against that. If I was a betting man, I would bet that, yeah, no, there's going to be also, I know the ocean, but yeah, I would bet, okay, there's probably way more fish in this ocean. But one, I'm not a betting person. And two, at the end of the day, you're still gambling. Even though the probability is way more in your favor, you're still gambling because at the end of the day, you don't know.
But you do know because you're holding the fish.
You know that there's one fish. You don't know if there's more.
Yeah, but if there's one fish, then why couldn't there be more?
There could be. That's why the probability
You're
is.
literally holding proof that this thing can happen. So why
I'm,
would you then be like, well, maybe it
I'm
didn't
agreeing.
happen after this?
I'm agreeing with you that you have one fish. You've proven that there's one fish, but you don't know if there's more until you get more. You haven't found the answer yet.
I guess what I'm trying to get to the bottom of. I get what you're saying. I guess what I'm trying to get to the bottom of is like the elements that make up the universe are the same here and anywhere else, right?
And in fish.
Yeah, it's all elements, right? Like
By the
nothing.
way, do you want to pull DeRo back in here? And when he gets his mic fixed, he can join the convo.
He pulled himself out.
No, all right.
So I was just I think he's doing his own thing, trying to get stuff working. I
You
don't want
got
to
it.
just yank him in, but I don't know. Like it's the same. Like if shit can happen here under the same kind of conditions, I don't know. To me, that's just proof that it can happen somewhere else. I don't think like what's so special about here.
Well, it can't, dude. Things can. So aliens and fish, they can exist other places, but we don't know.
But we do know there's other planets that like.
Hey man, I've never been outside the country, man. I don't know shit. I'll do the whole. Hey, I never seen a shark, man. I don't even know if sharks are real.
I just think we're the proof. We're the proof that it can happen, right?
Well,
Because by the fact that we're here, we're disproving that it can't happen.
It could all
Now
be a
we know it can
simulation.
happen. So you can take that a step further and be like, well, then it must happen other places. If it can happen in the first place, and we're already to that step of the equation, then we know for a fact it can happen.
One of the things that always like piques my interest when I hear people talk about aliens. A lot of people talk about more intelligent aliens than us, and in my mind, I go, well, if there are more life forms outside of Earth, and then you include all the life forms that are, on Earth now. At the end of the day, I've watched enough sports where, one team has to win, meaning there's going to be one species that will be the most intelligent. Why can't it be humans? Like, why can't we be the most intelligent being that has ever existed? Now, it goes back to is life the only thing on Earth and nowhere else? Where is the probability of that also small? Possibly, I don't know, but it still exists because at the end of the day, someone's got to be first. Someone has to be the smartest being. So why can't it be humans?
I think it's just a probabilities thing again. It's like, what are the chances that we're the smartest? Because the smartest is the top, literally top of the top of the top 0.00001%. It's just I'd say we're somewhere in the average range probably. If you just
Well, someone, but my thing is someone has to be that top. Like there has to be one.
Yeah.
That is
So what are the
smart.
chances it's us
I don't
out of
know.
the
I don't
entire
know.
universe?
I mean, look how many species that have ever existed here on Earth, and we beat out those chances.
Yeah, I don't know about that though. There could have been a species that was smarter than us that just went extinct.
There could have been. I don't know. I have no clue. They could have, taken off to another, dimension
Yeah,
or
it could be living
planet.
on the dark side of the moon right now, fucking running our fucking government. Who knows?
Yeah, fucking control our taxes.
It's interesting though, because we're talking about science and like we're not science, but we're talking about kind of like the universe and shit. But I feel like that's the same thing I think about when it comes to like God. You know what I mean? Where people will be like, "Oh, well, what's the evidence that there's a God?" And I've always kind of been under the thing of like, well, the fact that we exist is the evidence. You know what I mean? Like the fact that I see a beehive and it's made with these patterns and the ecosystem works in such complex ways that like there's like it's almost like there's an intelligence to it. Like to me, that's the proof. I see
Isn't
the
that a weird
world.
thought, though? You don't see the probability of us being the only life forms on this universe, but you do see the probability of there definitely being a God.
No, because God, to me, I'm not talking about an actual like religious. I'm talking just like a higher power, like a higher order to things. I think there's something in the background of all this that we can never understand. But when I see like DNA and like, once again, I just look at bees or ants, and it's just like they don't have brains really. So how the fuck do they know to do what they're doing? There's something behind this. There's got to be. I don't know. That to me, it's just so obvious. But I get why someone would be like, "Well, that's just conceit," or like,
Hey,
"That's
pulled Darrow in because he says he's good. He just has to unmute his mic.
oh, okay."
But yeah, no, I get what you're saying, man. I'm
Yeah, I don't
glad
know.
that you could sit down and have a reasonable convo about this, not like King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah, dude. Fuck you. That's a good movie.
Yo, what's up, Darrow? This guy right
Oh
here.
boy.
He's gonna continue to have mic issues.
Yeah. It's fucking Discord. Discord sucks. Um, we could watch the video.
Let's totally watch the video.
All right.
He jumps in mid watching the video.
Alright, so I have to do the thingy where I do the thingy.
Yeah, you gotta fucking screen share that thingy.
Share my screen to
And while
traffic
you
stop.
see if we have any emails from listeners, and I'll also fucking plug our social media platforms: Instagram and TikTok at Nothing's Podcast, Stereo app at Nothing's Podcast, and Twitter at Nothing's Pod. I see a call. A good sign.
Alright, so hold on. I just have to fix this on this end.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Is this the one where the guy comes out and he decides to grab an axe from his trunk?
No.
Arkansas traffic stop shootout. Oh, dude, I remember I saw a shootout that looked like it was from Grand Theft Auto. These cops, they hail this white car. The car spins, and the two guys literally get out of the passenger and driver's seat and just start shooting up the police. And then the police get out of their car and shoot them down. And I'm just like, holy shit, that looked like a video game.
Jesus.
Yeah, they shot him dead, man. They gone.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah, I thought we were gonna watch funny court and Uber videos, not a traffic stop shootout. Jesus Christ! What are you on my weird side of YouTube? that I usually watch?
Nothing bad like that happens. Alright.
All right. With a paintball gun?
We'll just watch how some people treat a traffic stop, you know?
Oh boy.
Me, I put my hand on 10 and 2, and this guy handles it very differently.
It's like pulling over on some dude's front porch.
I know.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Shots fired! Shots fired! Jesus!
Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
Shots fired, Kevin.
Dude, I like how this one car stops. He's like, "Oh, get me the fuck out of here!" Dude, that one car is going so fucking fast.
By the way,
I've never seen someone leave the frame in my life so fast.
that's the part that where I was laughing so hard. I was like, I have to show this story. The way, and he never turns around too. He just backs up the whole time around the corner.
You laugh at the same shit I laugh at, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
never turned around.
every single comment is about that guy. I love it. He just crawls to a stop, then just reverse. He's like, fuck it.
He stops and has to look at like what's going on. Like, wait, well, I'm in the wrong area. I took the wrong exit.
Well, he's probably like pulling up, like, I wonder what's going on here. And then he sees the guy with the gun shooting. He's like, oh shit.
After this, can we please see the comments?
Yeah. By the way, that's all we really needed to watch.
Well, what happens with this guy?
They just miss a bunch, and then the dude gets back in the car and drives away.
Jesus.
Oh, and then the girl, like,
What the fuck? Where'd she go?
so she was in the car.
Simple, I got a white female just got. Who's that with you? Whitey.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
She-
Jesus, getting sad.
She's like, I didn't think he was gonna shoot.
We met on Tinder. No, we met on Bumble. They said I could make the first move. I thought it was safe. All right, what do these comments say? How do I make this bigger? There we go. That one car was like, well, time to hit the Rumor says that due to PTSD, the SUV driver drives back where you go. Oh, shit. While SUV be like, what groceries? I didn't have any plans to go anywhere today. I'll just leave.
Oh shit.
Looks like the white SUV guy was trained to drive backwards and it was waiting for this moment to show his skills.
Maybe my kids are gonna stay overnight at school. Some say you can still see the SUV reversing still to this day. That person must have been scared as shit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a guy shooting at someone.
Should we also should we watch another court one?
You want to watch one of the Uber ones?
Yeah, that's even better.
Dude, this is gonna become the reactionary podcast.
By the
Which
way,
is
what
good.
if imagine if Darrow thinks we can hear him right now? This whole time he's just talking.
I just messaged him going, "Hey, by the way, we can't hear you." I should be like, "Oh fuck,
Oh, there you are.
DeRo, my man." All right,
Yo.
my man. All right, I'll end the talk on this stereo app now.
Oh yeah, they gotta make a way to where you can mute people.
Yeah, DeRo, you're not able to talk on stereo at the same time, right?
No, I'm not.
That's
All
fine.
good, man. All right, stereo guys, take it easy. We're currently live on Twitch, D Live, and YouTube if you want to listen to the episode live there, and then you can always listen to the episode later on podcast platforms later. What's up, Daryl? How you been, man?
Man, I've been all right. Just trying to be like you guys when I grow up, man. You know, living a dream.
Hell yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I- it's assuming that you guys have great fucking lives. That's what it's assuming.
Oh, thanks,
I'm
man.
definitely happy with my life, man. I hope you're happy with yours.
I am. I can't complain too much, man. You know, I am at work now though, so
Oh, damn.
just to throw that out there.
Are you able to watch the screen at all? Like, if Gem's showing something, are you able to watch that and listen to it?
Let me see. Well, shit, I'm on my phone, but let me see.
We don't. I mean, we don't have to watch videos.
No, we don't have to, but if he's able to, I mean, still be down.
I don't know. I'll try when it whenever you view a video. Let me see.
Well, you want to try one
But
Gem?
how's it
and-
going, man?
Good, man. Just chilling.
Good, man. We were talking about aliens before. Gem doesn't believe that there's no aliens.
Whitey got banned on stereo.
I got banned for 24 hours and then I appealed it and they were like, yeah, you didn't do anything wrong.
Wow. So somebody was hating on you. And how can you not believe aliens exist? I
Exactly.
think
Exactly.
I think that's selfish.
It is.
I never said I don't believe aliens exist.
It's blasphemous, man.
I never said that.
You kind of said it.
What did you say?
I said that I'm open to the possibility of aliens not existing.
Do you think it's probable?
That aliens do exist?
Yes.
Of course, yeah, I said that earlier. I was like, the probability is probably in the favor of aliens existing than them not existing, especially if you're of the believer of how big the universe is.
Okay. All right. I'll
He's
still not completely
he's itching his
satisfied,
chin.
but I'm okay.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
can
it's
you
just a
not-
weird statement. It's just like, oh, I don't completely.
Well, how can you not be satisfied by that? What's missing from what I said?
I mean, just like you have to understand, like you think
boy.
you're so great that you're the only piece of shit floating around in this universe? No, we're not that great. I mean, we are awesome, but damn.
Yeah,
Well,
that's crazy.
that goes to two things. One, I was telling Jem earlier, at the end of the day, one species, if we're gonna do this, has to be number one. Like it has to. There has to be a 1, a 2, a 3 in terms of level of intelligence. But 2, just because of what I'm saying, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the possibility, even if it's extremely low, because we don't know, because we've never seen aliens or whatever, the possibility of them not existing is still there because we've just never encountered them.
So we think.
So we at least think. I tell Jem all the time, I've never seen a shark in real life, so I don't know if sharks are real.
Yeah, it's true. They seem kind of fake.
They seem kind of fishy.
Yeah, they fake as fuck, man.
Sharks are aliens, dude.
Sharks are aliens.
Have you guys
Yo,
seen?
it's some weird shit in the oceans.
There
It's
is.
definitely some weird alien-like shit down there, man.
Yeah, especially when you get to the deep parts, man. That shit, crazy looking. Have you guys seen the? I think it's a podcast, Fresh and Fit.
Yes, that's I tried to get them on as a guest a few weeks ago.
Oh, dude, I was watching one of their videos earlier. They basically just like bring on like these bimbo fucking women,
The 3 OnlyFan girls, yes.
and then they just trash them.
Yeah, and then that dude Kevin comes on
Yeah,
and
who
is
was
like,
that guy? dude?
men created the universe, or men created society. I'm just like, oh boy.
Who
this
the
is
fuck
just a-
was that guy?
Some black dude named Kevin.
I kind of liked him. He was.
Fresh and fit. I'm gonna have to check their podcast out. They seem like all right guys.
It was cool because those girls were definitely being cunty.
Well, they were definitely like they kept trying to change the argument, and he was like, "I don't accept your sign language." He's like, "Let's get back to the point." I was like, "I kind of like this guy." Like he was keeping him on track,
yeah.
you know. He's taking him to task. He was nice.
Deflection.
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 Yeah. Do you know who that guy is? Though? Is he like a?
No. There was technically 3 podcasts on that episode. It was the Fresh and Fit podcast. There was another podcast with the other 2 guys who were interviewing the girls. And then that guy, Kevin, or I think his name's like Kevin Samuel or something, comes on like an audio call or a Zoom call and basically just comes in like, all right, let me set these bitches straight.
Yeah, it was funny. I was watching it earlier. I was like, oh, it's kind of funny.
I talked about that with you probably, I want to say like a month and a half ago.
Did you?
Yeah, because it was part of that. A YouTuber made a video about that, responding to it, and that was. I even invited him on.
When you were
Yeah.
saying like, because you asked me if I thought like men built the world or something. I think I
Yeah,
vaguely remember
yeah.
that.
It was about that, yeah.
All right. That's
What do you
cool.
think about that stuff, there? What do you think about men in the world? Do you think they created the world?
Definitely not, man. I think you need women to create life.
Yeah.
Is that what is that the level we're talking about, or are you mean like men are the controlling fucking ones that on this planet?
Based off when I was listening to that video, that's what I came to the conclusion of. Where it's like, at the end of the day, you still need a fucking girl to create life and keep humans going.
Yeah.
Right, but men are we're definitely like the dominating, sex out of the 2 of us for sure.
Jim, you want to show DeRo one of those goddamn court videos?
Oh yeah.
see who's really winning this dominance thing?
Well, I did. That's how I took it. I didn't see the original video you're talking about, Whitey, but I took it as like when someone says that, I think they're talking about society, not like the species. I think they meant like men built the cities, men fought the wars, men worked all the jobs that keep everything going. Not that
In that
saying
sense,
I
I
believe
definitely
that.
believe true.
Yeah, I believe that to a point for sure, but I think that's changing a lot too. But I also think there's nothing wrong with that. Oh jeez. Hold on.
You don't think nothing's wrong with men being fucking the leaders of society?
No.
While he's making a fucking hot pocket.
No, that's right.
Hold on, the microwave just went off. Let me just flip this bitch.
No, I don't think it's not like that. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with like men in historically working the hardest jobs and fighting the wars, because like we were the physically bigger species, sex. I mean, so I get that. We were living in a different world back in when society was built. That was, if someone wanted something, they just would send their fucking horde of men to just go fucking rape and pillage it. I don't even know what I'm talking about. By the way.
Where you just had a bed wench and shit.
Yeah. Beat a woman with a mop if she got out of line. Oh jeez. All right.
Yeah, the good old days. The good old days, as some red pill people would say. But
Yeah, no, that shit must.
yeah,
have
man, I
sucked.
like equality. Yeah, man, I love it.
Yeah, me too, dude. I'm not. I don't fucking. I think back in the day, shit must have sucked for everyone, and no internet. You know what I mean?
And no internet.
Yeah, the shit must have sucked, dude. Imagine living in like the 1700s. No TV.
Yeah.
What do you do all day?
Right.
Suffer and eat boiled meat.
I mean, how prominent was bathing? But I don't even know how prominent bathing was.
oh
But yeah,
god.
definitely.
It must have smelled like straight shit until like the year 1888.
Oh my god. Imagine like the
What is this
prostitutes.
bath that you speak of?
Yeah, you bathe like once a month if you were like rich.
Come on, we're going to the local river to take a bath. Yeah, it must be the first of the
Yeah.
month.
Yeah, man. So like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
No, go ahead.
Like what made you get on stereo and start like streaming and shit on
I
there?
was just gonna ask him that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I've always kind of wanted to start a podcast. It was gonna be like mostly rooted in hip hop, and it was gonna be like a video podcast or whatever. And but I had like given it up, like the idea, logistics, finding like the right group of people that I wanted at the table. It was a thing. And then I was moving around a lot for work, so it was just hard to make happen the way that I wanted to make happen. And I see this ad on fucking Facebook about stereo, like podcasting and fucking great quality. I was like, well, let me hop on this app and see if I can actually talk to people, you know? And yeah, I got on stereo October 6th of last year.
Mm.
But I didn't take shit serious. I was just having conversations, random conversations with people that you just go through with the stereo roulette game with and shit.
Yeah.
Since October to now, have you seen like a real jump in people on stereo, or does it still seem like an app that really just hasn't found its footing yet?
It has it has grown a lot. I actually think when they started adding the capability for 5 hosts that it went down a little bit. Because like everyone on stereo, like most people just love to talk. So as far as like having a solid listener base, whereas like before when it was just 2 people max, it was better because like you had an audience, you had people. It was easier to have an audience. Now, if you want an audience, you just gotta dedicate. Like you just gotta find people who are dedicated to fucking hearing you blab. You know what I'm saying? Um, versus stereo, like pushing people to hear you blab, and then if they like you, then they stick around. But
Are you meaning like because you have, three, four, five people, there's more people talking, so more people are going to just be intrigued with more talking in general, like a quantity over quality kind of thing?
right, like I've seen people with a collective, like as panel goes, like with a collective of over 100,000 followers on stereo, and still like they can't get like now they're pulling in like 30 listeners or some shit
Jesus.
because everybody else is busy talking and not listening. But stereo is
Oh,
great
okay.
now
I get what you're saying. So the
for like, no, go
I
ahead.
get what you're no, I get what you're saying because more people are able to join a show. People that used to be listeners are now talkers.
Right. Or you had
Okay.
to be super selective of when like stereo. I don't know when you guys actually joined the platform, but stereo used to have a contest and they used to give out money and to like top people with the top listeners, and people used to like network and well I'll have a show from 7 to 8 and you just come listen to me, and from 8 to 9 when you go on I'll come listen to you, and that way we both get a piece of the pot versus but since they went away with that, then you just got people who like through that you built a rapport with a bunch of people, and now you just have like listeners slash friends. It's a great platform though. Like if you use it as a studio, like a lot of stereo only creators such as myself would do, then it's good as long as you're not like having a show or anything.
Mm. Do you think there's a couple things that stereo could do to help the app? Because I personally think that there's there's a real diamond in the rough with stereo. It's a really good unique social media type idea because it's an app that basically says, "Hey, listen, here's your little Bitmoji character, and all you need is your phone. You download the app, and then you can talk to people. Like, you don't need to have a whole podcast setup. You just need your phone, and everyone has a fucking phone. So I think it's just such a unique idea, but it just seems like it hasn't taken off I would guess that the creators wanted it to take off. Do you think
Oh, by the
there's things
way,
that could? Oh,
sorry.
go ahead.
Fucking Duel rated our Twitch stream. Saying
He
thank you.
he DM'd me that, so yeah, thanks,
Yeah,
Duel.
thanks, Duel.
Thank you, Duel.
Got a bunch of people on our Twitch thing. Motherfuckers,
Nice.
subscribe, bitches. I don't even know if that's what it's called on Twitch.
Just subscribe, bitch.
Yeah.
I think it's follow on Twitch.
Yeah, follow us, motherfuckers. All right, we're talking about stereo.
Yeah, do you think there's
Yo.
anything that stereo can do to make shit better, DeRo?
I do. For one, I think maybe they should dial back on. They should dial back on the 5 hosts. Like maybe 3, 4 tops. I want to say 3. That way, like you could have a guest on if you want. I also think like they pay some YouTubers a lot of money to use this platform, and with that
Where the fuck is our
comes a
paycheck?
lot of. Good question.
Well, dude,
With that comes.
I was gonna say it's funny you say that too, because when we first joined stereo, my first question was, why is it only 2 people allowed to be in a room? And then when they switched over to, what's it, 5 you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, once they switched it over, that's when I kind of realized where I was like, oh, this is kind of worse. Because, like, I mean, how many podcasts, have 5 people? It's just, every time I'll scroll through and there'll be a full server, or whatever you would call it, a chat.
Like a conference call.
There's too many people, man. There's people yelling over each other and da-da-da. And for some reason, there's always that one dude who's pissed. There's always some guy who's fucking fuming.
Oh, remember the guy that got pissed off at me the other day?
Yeah, there's always someone yelling at everyone. It's just like, dude,
so
who is this
upset.
guy? So yeah, I think you're right about that.
I had a show with one of my guys on stereo. His name is HBK201. Anyway, he came up with the idea. Let's just do a show about stereo reviews on the platform, but like only from the App Store, but only the bad ones, right? And it's a reoccurring like theme that people just, first of all, they say stereo is extremely black. Stereo is extremely gay.
It's the gayest black app of all time.
Yeah, like I heard you
Gem
say
are
that, and I fucking shit myself laughing. Man.
Me and Gem are the straightest white people on stereo.
Oh, dude, it's
down.
crazy.
Hands down. And we're not even like that fucking straight. But when it comes to stereo, like we might as well be fucking Buzz Lightyear.
Which I don't care. But it's something I noticed right away. I was like, huh, I feel kind of like an outcast.
But like seriously, like when stereo first launched, which was, I want to say probably a little bit before I joined, it was like extremely not black. You know what I'm saying? Like all their content creators, all their paid content creators were pretty much like white as fuck, mostly men, a bunch of comedians, like it was overwhelming. And then people started complaining like, why in the fuck are all the paid content creators white? And so I guess they must have tweaked something in their fucking ads or whatever, and then it just exploded.
They
like,
went to McDonald's and were like, all right, they went to McDonald's. It's like, the way you guys advertise, tell us how to do that for our app. And McDonald's is like, we got you, fam. We've been doing this game a long time.
Right. So they definitely they could use a bit more diversity for sure.
I kind of like it. If you being the little guy, the little fish,
Yeah, if you're looking for a specific like type of person on stereo, it's definitely there though. Like you can find that asshole that you're looking for, or that fucking super fucking conservative talks, super liberal like it's all of it's there. Like if you just
half the people I
like,
listen to, I'm like, they would try to cancel me, and the other half are like, oh, they would say anything. It's a very diverse mix. I do like the app a lot.
Honestly, I don't know how I have never gotten like blocked or banned for any period of time. Yeah, I really don't, because I try to speak my mind as often as possible. You know,
Dude,
so
I was on the app the other day. I was just, I was just playing devil's advocate, ruffling some feathers and shit. At one point, I literally, I didn't do anything. I swear, I didn't do anything. This guy, I get called a cracker. I'm going to be sent to Mars to become a slave. And then all of a sudden, I'm the one that gets banned. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even do anything.
wow, wow,
What?
yeah,
Well, because
yeah.
they probably were mad and they reported you, and it probably went through like an automated thing, you know.
Well, that's why when I appealed, it stereo was like, yeah, no, you didn't do anything. And in my head, I'm like, I did not do anything. I was just having conversations. What the like, dude? I got kicked out of one room because I said, "Oh, another $2,000 stimulus. You can just send that right to my Amazon account." And this girl got so mad. She's like, people are paying their bills with that stimulus. I'm like, yeah, they're also going to Amazon.
Right? I wish I got a fucking stimulus, but yeah, people, it's a hit or miss. Like, I don't understand why people are so fucking sensitive. On like, if you got a problem, just log the fuck out. Like, I don't understand. I haven't found a reason to report anybody personally, but
Nah.
yeah, and they kind of stereo does kind of put that on the host of the show as well, especially the verified people. Like, it's like a sense, like it's I think it's in their contract, like they have to report fucking ill shit.
Oh, that's weird. That so they force people who are verified to, if you see something, say something, kind of thing.
Yeah, and you as a host as well. Like if there's, for instance, anyone under 17 and under listening to you or you're interacting with, should I say, like it's on you to fucking report them. Like if it's clear, like okay, this sounds like a kid, and you don't report them, then essentially in Stereo's perfect world, they would know about it and fucking slap you on the hand or some shit, you know?
Dude, that's like Pornhub going, listen, guys, that whole you must be 18 or older, that's not on us. That's on you, the content maker. You should know that if someone's commenting, whether they're a kid or not.
Right.
It's a bit weird, yeah.
Right. Yeah. I'm like, you better hire a fucking support staff if you like. It's their job to fucking
What
screen
am I,
these,
making a
screen these
citizen's
things.
arrest? Get the fuck out. I'm just trying to host a
Right.
goddamn podcast.
And since they do recruit a lot of YouTubers and like vloggers, should I say more specifically, a lot of kids like fucking vlogging channels. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of underage people fucking come from there, from that thing. Like when they first started launching their, like paying these YouTubers to come on stereo and have their talks, exploded like kids everywhere. Like seriously, it was fucking annoying.
Do you know how much they've invested, Stereo? Because you keep saying how like they're paying all these YouTubers and everything. Do you know how much money they've spent on this app to get it going?
I don't know. Nah, I don't know. But stereo, if you just happen to stumble across this fucking podcast right now, feel free to give me a call. Like, let's talk some business. Let's turn this app around, man.
Well, dude, you have a co-host, right? Isn't your co-host Flo? Is that his name?
Yeah, Flo. Flo, he's a verified creator as well. And oddly enough, he's gotten banned from
Oh, there you
fucking
go.
like I think he got put on a 24-hour ban or some shit
Been there.
before.
Did you
But
meet him from Stereo, or did you guys know each other outside of Stereo?
we met on stereo. A lot of people think that we know each other in person, but like in real life, but we don't. We met on stereo, and like I used to come in his podcast and vice versa. And we was like, man, we need to talk. And when we first talked, like we did really well. I think we had like 800 and something like listens and shit. We was like, wait, something might be here. Like people, and at that time, that was like our best fucking numbers between the both of us and shit. And we was like, well, let's try this one more time. And if it's good, then let's see if we can do something. And the next time it was as good. It was like 600 and something listeners and shit. So here we are now with the Don't Worry About This podcast. And I don't know, it's been fun. I like the guy. He's an all right human.
He's an all right human.
Yo, it's all about the demographic. Like, I like the fact that he's like a fucking 22-year-old college student and white guy, right, from Florida, and I'm like this black 30 something dude from fucking living in Texas, and it's just like I don't know, I think that's part of the appeal, like the totally different fucking views on life and where you're at in life, and somehow it works.
Like an episode of Trading Places.
Oh, right,
A wife swap.
right.
I feel like the one thing I don't like about Stereo is the fact that like it's not really like a free market type thing when it comes to like I don't think I'm a fan of the whole verified gets more in the algorithm. I think it's the apps. I think that's a okay thing to happen later down the road, but for being such an early part of the app, I think a big part of apps like this taking off is having like a free market to where the community as a whole decides what gets the most views through like what people actually want to see rather than immediately hoisting certain people up who are here first. But that could just be like, I don't know if that's just like the cynic in me or whatever, but I don't know.
Right. I mean,
You go.
you could change the algorithm, but then again, it takes listeners to like push you to the top of the. Yeah, it's kind of unfair because a lot of these verified people, no offense to any of them, but like they're just no names, no name people besides like these YouTubers and a few comedians with like thousands or millions of followers. But then you got somebody who just got into the app early enough to apply for a verification, which I was in that era, but I had no idea that I could do that or wanted to do that at the time.
No, I'm very jealous that I didn't pull off that fucking heist. Just be like, oh yeah, I downloaded the app early. Can I have a check mark? Yeah, sure. Why not? Here you fucking go.
All right, and here's a bunch of fucking people. I was part of a network on Stereo, 88.9 KWZL.
There used to be a stereo network? No way.
Well, it was a network of content creators who created this network themselves.
Oh, jeez.
And they was working close, like the people who started it, like they were working close with Stereo to give preference to people who broadcast using the KWZL hashtag. And as far as I don't use it anymore, but as far as I know, maybe the hashtags it's still relevant in Stereo's.
Hold on, I'm gonna write that down. What's it called? KWZ.
Yo, people, you're probably gonna get a lot of assholes in your talk.
Well, I mean,
hey, are you a member of KWZL? But yeah, there's a website for it. It's KWZL online or 889KWZL.online. But yeah, I no longer broadcast under that. I don't know why, but like it kind of like just died down, and there's still like a few people who do shows under there. It was a whole fucking thing, man. Like kind of complicated. I don't even know how it became it.
The best thing about Stereo for us, for our podcast, because our podcast is a normal podcast. We upload to every podcast platform imaginable, except for Apple Podcasts right now. We host it live now we're on YouTube, Twitch, D Live, and Trovo, and we're on Stereo as long as we have no guest. But the one thing that Stereo really helps is the fact that we have people that send in emails, so our fans or listeners, doesn't have to be a fucking fan. Anyone can send a fucking email to us, but on Stereo they can send a voice message, which is really cool.
Right. It's right there, right? Like it's
right
easy.
there.
Right there, easy, you can play it. And also like because the app is kind of still a small pond, even though we don't have a following on Stereo, like random people will come in sometimes, and we've met you through there, actually we met you through when we watched your show. I feel like that how it happened.
Yeah.
So when I think it
that's
was our
when I
first
came
day on
across
the
the guy.
app, and we were just trolling around, and then I think
Yeah.
Whitey tried to troll you guys, and you guys just laughed, and we're like, we like these guys.
Yeah.
They didn't get mad.
Oh, dude, that one. Remember the talent show people?
Oh
They
my
got
god!
furious. Dara, you have to know this one show. There's a
It's
show.
the
I think it's
talent
called
show.
Stereo's Got Talent or Show Us Your Talent. And this dude sent a voice message in, and he was doing like a spoken word thing. And I basically sent a voice message into that show, going, "Yo, that shit sucks, man. Don't tell him that shit was good. That shit was whack." And
Oh, and they
shit.
went on like a 10-minute like
They were
rant about
upset.
negativity and like bad energy, and we were just laughing the whole time, like, dude, we're just troll. Like, move on. They're still talking about this.
that
Yeah,
shit was hilarious, man.
there's a lot of people who I don't know. Well, positivity seems to be like the theme people try to have, but it's so much bullshit on Stereo, so much drama. Like it's super ridiculous, and I'm like,
Seems like fake
because I'm
positivity.
like, I don't know how real cyberbullying is, and people get pissed off by my opinion on that as well. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll block you. Like, I don't know how cyberbullying works for people.
Yeah, how do you allow it to happen if you don't like it? Just block them, mute them, turn off the app. Like, you can do so many things to just not be in that situation, right?
Right. Like, I just don't watch it, don't listen. I don't know how it works. But
Now, what's some of the
maybe
what's some of the juicy drama on Stereo that we might have
Juicy
missed?
drama
Yeah, has there been like big time like
that our dumb Caucasian minds have missed out on.
juicy drama.
Like, has
You
there
know
been any
what?
big drama?
I'm gonna say no,
Hmm.
but there is an Instagram account that was dedicated to keeping track of the shit.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'll just let me see if I can find out what
I
it
hope
is.
my voice message
I don't
is
think
like
I
one of the
followed
top
it.
things on that
It's
Instagram
like
account.
the Keemstar of Stereo.
Fuck, now watch out, I can't even find it. But there is an Instagram account that somebody created dedicated to it. But big drama, big drama. I really don't even want to speak on it, to be honest.
Fair enough. I just know, because like obviously bigger platforms like Twitch and YouTube go through their shit, so I'm like, it's bound to Twitch. I don't spend a lot of time on Stereo, so I wouldn't know if shit was going down, but I'm
Well,
sure.
what do you think, Jem? Do
You know
think...
what? I can just
Okay.
not say a name.
Yeah.
But there's this it's three individuals in particular, and they have a fairly huge following. Like, we're talking about thousands of people. And I guess one guy, all three of them are verified content creators on Stereo. But one guy he's delusional, I guess is a better word to use right now, but he's in love with the other. It's two guys and one chick, right? They're not together, but like they're not like a show together or a working group. But two of them are, like, the one chick and one dude, and the other oh shit.
What the fuck just happened?
Got a text or something?
Darrow dropped his banjo.
Anyway, one dude,
Ukulele just hit the ground.
Stereo guys. That was Stereo guys telling me to mind my fucking business.
Yeah.
But
That was the mods, like, hey, quite
yeah, it's kind of like a love thing going on with them. Like,
What?
one guy's infatuated with her, and she's like, "Nah, I'm not. I don't want you." And now he blamed the other guy. I don't know. It was a big thing. It was like, it was big on Stereo
it's juicy.
for the time.
It's juicy, especially since they're all verified. You know, it's like,
Jem, what do you think about that though with Stereo, man? Like, do you think it has a chance to be something big? Do you think it's a unique enough idea where it could take off?
okay, so I don't have confidence that it will for sure take off, but I think it has the potential to if it takes the right steps. I don't know if I know what exactly those steps would be. I know it's, it can be optimized better, I feel like, and it could be also promoted and advertised better and marketed better. But
Yeah, definitely that.
for sure, like, I don't know what they're doing But I know what they're not doing, and they're not marketing very well. They're not like if they're paying YouTubers and stuff, they should be spending that money elsewhere, in my opinion. I don't think it's a very. I don't think people who watch. What's up?
No, I was just gonna ask, how did you guys like? Why stereo?
Our old producer brought it up to
No,
us.
don't you dare! I did.
No, Dual brought
I
it up to
100%
us.
did. I heard about it from a podcast, Legion of Skanks,
Yeah, but I
because they
think
were advertising
Dual, no,
over at Gas Digital.
but then Dual said, "Oh yeah, that's that thing I brought up to you guys
No,
weeks prior."
I don't
Yeah,
believe
think
that.
I think
You're
he
changing
did.
history.
I'm not changing history. He totally brought that shit up to us.
Well, that is interesting though, because I did hear about it from Gas Digital Network, which is a podcast network, and they were advertising on there.
Hmm.
But
Did they ever do anything with it? Like, do you see Legions of Skank still talking about it or going on stereo?
no, it seemed like they advertised for like a month maybe, and then they kind of moved on.
Oh, you
But
know what?
I mean,
then?
it did
They
work.
probably
That's
paid
how
to
I
be
heard
on
about
the
it.
network. They
Oh.
probably paid them to do spoken word endorsements and everything.
Oh,
just like Daryl
100%.
was saying, to get comedians on, and then it fizzled, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely was an ad.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe like I'm always curious for whatever reason. What type of ad was it? Was it an ad trying to recruit you as a listener? Was it an ad trying to get you as
We
a
need
podcaster?
blacks. We need all the blacks.
It was
Right. And what?
It was one of the. Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Well, in that respect, it was the
And if you're
completely
black
wrong-
and gay, even better.
Come on over. Like, we'll catapult you to stereo. We'll create the account for you.
Oh shit!
Oh, dude.
but no, what was the ad targeting?
It was like one of the hosts of the podcast was like, our first 10 minutes before each episode we're gonna be on stereo. You know, so it wasn't technically like them reading an ad from like a paper, but it was obvious they were getting paid to promote it.
Yeah, for sure.
In that way, which I don't know. Once again, I'm not like an advertiser or marketer or anything, so I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. But I just feel like I feel like no one knows about it unless you know about it, and that's usually a bad thing when you're trying to get the word out.
That is a bad thing.
Yeah, like if I was to bring it up
ever
to my
since I
family,
downloaded the app.
What's up?
Ever since I downloaded the app, I see 0 ads for it. Like it's like they know. They know.
They probably had a marketing budget they haven't done as well as they thought they were going to do, and now they're playing with very small, if no budget at all, and they're trying to figure out a way to market this better behind the scenes before the money dries up and they'll have to just remove the app eventually.
Yeah, I feel like instead of going to YouTubers, you could go to like investors. You know, maybe
There's supposed to be like a Russian billionaire behind this app.
Really?
Behind stereo. I'm not sure. Yeah. And somebody else, I think. Like don't hold my feet to fire, people. But and apparently I guess somebody who created like Bumble or some shit. I don't know. It's supposed to be like this fucking mashup of
Bumble. Is that like the gay Tinder?
No, it's the one where
I think
the girl has to ask first.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you're right, dude. This guy's worth $1.9 billion.
Oh.
Huh.
Well, then he has money.
Yeah. Company of dating social networking apps: Badoo, Bumble, Lumen.
Oh yeah.
There's a Russian billionaire, British Russian billionaire.
You're completely right.
Maybe he just gave up on the app.
No, it's probably just his, like,
I'm not sure.
You know, he's not bringing home like he's not marrying Stereo. Yeah, Stereo's just his like side chick that he sees like every other Thursday.
And he could also just be in it. Well, he said he created it, but maybe he's at this point just silent on it and is letting people run it the way they run it.
Are there like mods and admins?
Not actively on the app. Like I said earlier, I guess they rely on the content creators themselves to fucking do mods. But people speculate that Stereo lurks in their little chats or whatever. Some like back in the day, it used to be weird. Like somebody with like an avatar with like a paper fucking sack over their face would show up randomly in people talks, and it was at the time it was not available on stereo, like
Mm.
that ability to fucking hide your face. And people used to speculate that that person was a moderator for stereo, going through the
Gotcha.
talks and shit.
And it became the stereo podcast episode.
Right? My bad, guys.
No,
Oh,
it's not
no.
your fault. It was funny. It was like in our dumb minds, we're like, "Hey, we met you on stereo, so you must know everything about stereo, and only
And
anything
I
about stereo."
I know. I think you guys did get on stereo at a great time. Like it's less than a year old, this fucking app, and I think there's a lot of opportunity for growth.
I
I
fucking
Uh,
love stereo,
I
man. I
I
really
feel
do.
like we are really we're definitely early to it, which is nice. It's nice to be early to something, especially if
yeah,
it blows up.
yeah. Like how many episodes have you guys had on stereo?
I think we started. I'll look now, but I think we started around episode 22, so it would be roughly over 10 episodes. But I can check right now.
Oh, nice, nice.
So it's only been
Um,
10 weeks.
And it's definitely been a benefit, like in terms of you know having people
Yeah,
that
episode
wouldn't have
22.
heard of us hear us.
Remember when we tried doing the conference calls on stereo?
Oh my god,
That was a nightmare.
those were disasters.
They lasted what, like 3-4 weeks?
Yeah, we had we would just fight, dude. We had some of
Yeah.
our biggest fights.
DeRo. So
what?
at one, I just wanted to tell you this little snippet real quick.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah, at one point, like me and Gem were, because we're still like, we're dumb. We'll always be dumb. We'll be nothings to the end. So to like keep our mind straight, because if you ever you've listened to episodes, you know it's just straight ADHD when listening to us. We said, all right, let's do a scheduled conference call on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. only on stereo, and for that hour, we'll like jot down things that you have to do and that I have to do. And that worked for like 1.5 episodes. And by episode 3, I'm at a Burger King drive-through, and Jem's cooking tilapia or chicken on the most sizzling pan of all time. All I hear is for 45 straight minutes, and it was just chaos until we ended it.
It turned into us like doing things for the podcast into just making and eating dinner every week, and then
And
arguing
yelling at
about
each
it.
other.
Yo, not for nothing. I was gonna say, Jim, like every time we doing it, you're eating something. I'm like, this guy is on a fucking schedule, like an infant. Like he has to eat at this time every day.
Oh shit! True.
Like an infant.
But yeah, I used to listen to those things, and I did wonder, like, why wouldn't they just do this off of like
Yeah.
offline?
I know.
Like,
It's funny.
so I guess it was like one of those things. You know how every now and then a YouTuber would take you behind the scenes and shit. I was like, well, maybe they're going for that angle, but I'm not sure.
We're narcissists. I think that's more so. We like, oh, they'll listen to us fucking cook tilapia and get a Big Mac.
Yo, and I will. Yo, those are my favorite fucking types of creators, and I will. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as YouTube goes, and maybe even stereo, to be honest. But there's people who go for like a shock factor, right? Who let me see if I can send a fucking dog to fucking at the edge of space with a bunch of balloon type of creators who just do something unbelievably big. And then you got people like fucking Casey Neistat or whatever who can fucking make a coffee, and people are still like tuned the fuck in. You know what I'm saying? But people, I feel like people are more emotionally connected to like a Casey Neistat versus what's that guy who does stunts all the fucking time?
Mr.
He's
Beast.
fucking huge. Mr. Beast. Like, I'm gonna watch anybody fucking give away a billion fucking cheeseburgers to the homeless. Not necessarily him, but like I'm not gonna watch anybody drink a fucking coffee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
It's like an emotional connection there with those types of creators.
yeah, people are tuning into Mr. Beast because of the stunts and not for him. Whereas someone like Casey
Exactly.
Neistat, they're tuning in for the personality. It doesn't matter what he's doing.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I
Right.
always gravitate more to those people as well. Rather than
Yeah,
the
me too.
clickbait,
It's
It's
yeah,
kind of
like
like a comedian. It's like is the comedian funny, or is the topic he keeps talking about, is that the thing that's interesting you?
right.
how he's talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'll watch it.
Don't,
I'll watch anyone
fucking one up me on my own the goddamn podcast there. He like pushes me aside. It's like, all right, this is the Gem and DeRo podcast now.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Whitey always gets fucking jealous.
I think we're all narcissistic in a way. Like I think everybody who thinks that people should listen to them
Oh, they love
have
this
some
guy.
type of fucking narcissism.
We say that all the
You know?
time. Fucking
Yeah,
DeRo
on
fits
some
right
level.
in.
On some level for sure. But I feel like there's levels too. Like there's I don't know. I know who I am, but like there are some people who are just straight up like
I don't
sociopaths.
even know who you are.
You know who I
I don't know who you are. I met you in my dream.
am. You know.
Oh, you're the man of his dreams.
Yeah.
Literally, I had a dream. I met Gem for the first time. He came to my door and was like, "Yo," and I was like, "Yo."
It's a wet dream.
So how do you guys know each other? Or is there a podcast episode 1 that I should listen to?
You listen to every episode. First off,
So we used to be like alt-right.
Facts.
We used to be like alt-right YouTubers. No, not really. But we did have a YouTube channel back in the day, and that's how we linked up. Like what was it 4 years ago?
yeah, like when those big channels that got big 3-4 years ago about like making fun of SJWs and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we did that. Like my Gem's videos were always better because he knows how to fucking edit. But we would just like look at stupid shit and make fun of it. And a lot of the stupid shit coincidentally was like the social justice warriors like protesting and just being insane. And we would make fun of that. But then it started to get really gay because I guess like a lot of our at least for me, a lot of the fan base, like if you started making fun of the shit that they liked, they would get angry. And it was like, well, now you're just as bad as the people that we were making fun of. What the fuck? This isn't fun anymore.
Right.
Yeah, our audience
Right.
started to like be very one-sided, like right-wing, whereas like we weren't. And it started, but like we grew really fast in the genre, and then we fizzled out really fast. Like we popped. It was like a boom, boom, up, down. But through that, we started to do a lot of streams, and then we started making less videos and doing more streams, and then we pretty much would like hang out almost on a nightly basis and just chat. So yeah, and in that whole time, we would talk about starting a podcast, and we never did. And then kind of COVID happened. And Whitey was like, hey, so want to do that podcast?
Oh, yeah, I went away for a year and didn't talk to anyone. And then I came back and was like, hey, what's up?
And then the world shut down. And we were like, yeah, might as well do a podcast. The world's
Might
ending.
as well do a podcast when that wave already has crashed. And,
No, it hasn't, dude. No.
and everyone has a podcast already.
I used to think that too, but not that many. There's not that many good podcasts out there. 90% of them suck, and the other like there's a lot of podcasts, but like when you see the numbers, like only like 10% of them have like uploaded in the last month. So like a lot of them are dead, or like don't upload on a regular basis.
Maybe it's like the people who adopted dogs during the pandemic, and now that they have to go back to work, they're giving the dogs back. so all,
Yeah,
all
assholes.
those people are like, you know what? This whole podcast thing, I gotta go back to work now. So like, that's not gonna happen anymore.
Yeah. Now they're giving the dogs back and shit.
Yeah.
Podcasting's a big pond, but I still feel like it's still not hit its peak. That's just my theory.
We're still in the bubble.
I think so.
We're still bubbling.
I think so.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Wait,
yeah.
so do you upload your podcast to like other directories, or is it just a stereo?
It's just stereo. I really want to, but for whatever reason, the wonderful, great Flo, he's not ready for that yet.
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe he plans on running for president and the shit we talk about. It's just
yeah, he wants to keep it small.
it's not where he's going.
I can respect that. I can respect that. It's weird times.
Yeah.
We're living in here, so.
Do you guys
It is.
delete your
But
on stereo once you're done with them?
no, I don't. Well, I don't delete our Don't Worry About This podcast, but like some shows I do that I do definitely either make private or delete entirely, just because
Oh, you can make shows private?
after you done, like you can't be live in private.
Well, no, the reason I'm happily surprised about that was because when I was trying to network on stereo the other day, I was on like I would say like around 10 shows, and they all showed up on my profile. So I deleted all of them because the only shows I want on the profile are Gem and my our podcast, because that's really what the account's made for. Like it's at Nothing's Podcast on stereo because it's for the podcast. But I didn't know I could have made all those shows private instead of just deleting them fully.
Yeah, you can make them private.
That's cool.
But yeah, I try to keep our shows fucking public whenever possible. I don't remember ever removing one. So um he meaning Flo, yeah, he wants to be this and I hopefully one day he does, but like he wants to be this fucking creator, this person who's famous for, I guess, YouTube and all. I don't know. He's done a lot in his short life. Like he's tried a lot, should I say? Like he tried the YouTube thing. He tried vlogging, hosting parties. I don't know. Hopefully he gets his shit together. Uh, he's 22, so he has some
The,
time. Love the guy.
the way DeRo talks, it's like flows over in the corner eating Twizzlers.
No, oh fuck, I didn't want to come off like that, but no, Flo's a good guy, man. If y'all listening, follow Flo on.
I really
fucking,
hope he gets through AA and he gets back on his
Stereo.
feet, reconciles with his kid who left him. Like I just really hope he gets it all
shit.
together.
No. Flo definitely Flo sounds like the Gemini in your guys. You know what I mean?
It was a gay comment.
Well, that's true. Like you've kind of got your shit together, and I'm still out here just fucking.
I don't got shit, dude. I'm on a podcast with you on Mondays. I clearly don't have my shit together.
Yeah, you do. You I'm a landscaper, dude. You know what I mean? Like I'm fucking.
Awesome.
I do like landscaping, but I'm not like, I still haven't found my path yet. I feel like I'm still searching, you know?
You just gotta mow over some more bunnies.
Fuck you, dude. It's
So
not
you
my
figure
fault.
that one out.
Yeah,
It's not my fault.
yo, I'm in the same boat. Like I'm fucking
Killing bunnies.
like people will look at me and be like, he's successful, career, whatever, and then like me and the inside, I'm like, no, I just want to be fucking not together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want the expectation.
Yeah, fuck that. That's way too much pressure.
Yeah, definitely a thing that happens.
It's
But yeah, I like you guys' podcast because like I like y'all flow, like no pun. I like how y'all mesh together. Like you guys don't give a fuck, and I like it. Like if it comes to mind, you speak your mind freely, and there's a sense of honesty in y'all podcast. So
No, thanks, man.
I think
Yeah, thanks.
so. I
man.
will listen to y'all go through the Burger King drive-through. You know what I'm saying? Like, versus somebody else, I wouldn't.
Yeah, we kind of
Yeah.
when we first started the podcast, we approached it in a very what's the word? Like a very we weren't saying certain words, and we weren't speaking on certain subjects, and we were very like conscious about it. And then I don't know, after what was it, the 15th or something episode, we kind of just made a conscious where it's like, I don't know, man.
No, it was a lot sooner than that because originally, so when I was talking earlier, when I like dipped out for 11, 12 months and didn't talk to anyone, and then I came back because I only wanted to talk to Gem because Gem was really one of the only people that I liked when I was doing the whole YouTube thing. So all of a sudden we linked back up and we just kept talking for hours, like once or twice a week on Discord, right? And we were just like, why don't we like why doesn't that be the podcast, just us talking? But originally when we were on all these platforms, there were, YouTube and Twitch, there's just certain things, certain words and stuff you can't say. But it took a few episodes for us to just be like, this we can't do this. It's not the same. Like we like saying like gay as lame, and we like saying really anything. I mean, we just like being us. So we I guess silently and unsilently said, yeah, if we get kicked off a platform, this is the reason why we decided to upload this podcast to 24, 25 different podcast directories. If they kick us off one, we'll be on another one, and at the end of the day, we have our own website.
Yeah, we have to.
Oh, nice.
We have to enjoy being like free to say what being ourselves and put that above wanting to like make it quote unquote or like grow in a certain like I know full well, dude, if we got to a certain size on Twitch, we're off. We're off Twitch so fast.
We're off Twitch.
And not even the funny thing is even when we were censoring ourselves with words, we were still talking about topics to where we'd be off, dude. There's no Twitch is a very strict when it comes to that shit.
That's so funny that it's so anticlimactic. Like we're trying to grow our audience on Twitch and other platforms, but the more we grow it, it's eventually it's like, yeah, the more you grow it, it's the bubble's gonna burst. And
Oh,
you're
it's
gonna
like
be kicked
Icarus
off
in the
Twitch.
sun, dude. We're just flying too close to that sun. Eventually, we're gonna get our wings are gonna burn off, dude. But I'm here for it. Hopefully, we can make a bang before that. If not,
That'd be fun. That'd be really, really fun if we can get an audience and then you're like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna follow you to your website. We don't give a fuck.
See, the thing about being, God, I hate this word, but the thing about being quote unquote woke and that being who you guys are, which I'm glad you're not, but like, if you do grow like that, like with that being who you are, like your identity of your podcast, I think it sucks. Like you can't, like as far as marketing go in the future, like when people decide to use your platform for advertisement or whatever, like I think it sucks because then the minute you do something that they don't agree with, then next thing you know they're pulling their fucking ads off your channel. So I think I'd rather people I'm gonna use Cardi B for instance. I'd rather be who I am and brands know and then they decide to fuck with me versus me being a totally different persona, and then the minute I show more who I am, then they're like, we don't like this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
as long as you guys are you, like, I don't mind advertising, but the minute like you guys become something totally different and fake, I don't know.
Yeah,
That must be a scary feeling because you're putting on an act, but for the duration of your life.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Well, the majority of people are going to care about growing in that way and want to dial down their shit. So then it becomes, if you're being authentic, that almost becomes like a rare thing, and that becomes valuable in itself. Maybe not for the platforms themselves, but for, I don't know, people listening. And as far as the whole woke shit, to me, I agree. Like, I agree with the sentiment. A lot of woke shit talking points, like no, like I think a lot of people in the woke who are really woke, I think a lot of them have good intentions. To me, it's just really simple. Is that shit's just divisive, and I don't like divisive negative shit. So that's why I don't really like woke people. I feel like a lot of woke people I've talked to directly and just heard talk, it's divisive. It's division.
Fuck.
It's
I know you were saying some important gay shit, Gem, but dude, I just killed an ant.
What kind of ant?
It was a black ant. No offense, though. It was a black ant.
Oh, those are the good ones, dude.
Oh no, that's racist.
Yeah.
I'm pulling your advertisement.
Yeah.
It wasn't one of those Native American ants that will bite me, but it was one.
No, it's the red ants, dude. The red ants suck.
That was the Native American joke, you fucking idiot. Like, God damn it.
How
do you not get that?
You hack.
That's a hack?
Hack. Redskins. That's not even racist.
I never said it was. That was the joke.
Native Americans.
Yo, I was watching speaking of killing shit, I was watching it was a live YouTuber, and he was live doing a thing, and something crawled into the frame and he did not want to kill it. I'm like, see, I would have killed the shit, but like he couldn't kill it because like he was too big, and then like it would have became a thing. Like people would have probably been all up in his shit.
Oh yeah.
Like kill the fucking spider. Like right. But he didn't kill the spider,
was it
man.
a puppy or something? Oh, it was a spider. Okay.
Oh, I would have killed that so fast. I hate spiders, dude. Fuck spiders.
Nah,
Right.
spiders are cool, man. They kill the other bugs.
I agree. Like, like
They
philosophically,
will also
I
try to
agree,
kill
but
you.
yeah, yeah. Also, I hate them. So fuck. If I
So what
see
you're
one
saying
is
is
dead.
you don't want spiders in your school systems.
Well, I don't have bugs in my apartment, so it's like I don't really
I'm
have a bug problem.
I've never had an ant. Like I've had maybe one ant since the 3
Oh.
years I've been here.
Well, yeah, aren't you on like the 17th floor?
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm on the top floor of a 2 fucking floor building.
Oh, he's in the penthouse.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
not
on
in
the...
one, 2 floors.
Yeah,
two,
he has a hot tub on his balcony.
I don't have a hot tub. I talked about getting a hot tub. That's different.
You have a fake fireplace, dude.
I do have a fake fireplace.
It's the most.
See, I knew I wanted to be like you when I grew up.
I like my fake fireplace. Fuck
He
you guys.
basically paid for a TV that only shows one station.
Fire?
Yeah, it's fire. It's like, dude, they make that channel. You could do. You could
Oh,
just. Dude, I'm
So it's not like a real flame?
No.
Not only is it not a real flame, one of the douchiest things I've ever did is when I had guests over, I put the fake fireplace on, and on top of the fireplace, there's a mounted television, and I put a YouTube video of New York City fireplace with ambiance sound.
Oh
So that
my-
I had 2 fake fireplaces going on the screen.
Oh. Oh my god.
Oh,
while
yeah.
while
that's
the
pretty
Alexa
douchey.
on top of one of the fake fireplaces was playing actual music. It was the dumbest, it was the most idiotic thing I've ever done.
I hope you got roasted for
Wait,
it.
back to this fire. Does this fly? Does it have radiant heat or what? Like, or is
Yes.
it literally just a screen with the? Okay.
No, you
Okay,
can
at
so
least
you
fair
can
enough.
actually turn on the electric heater or off, and it actually has a thing where
Shut
you
up.
can set it to a certain Shut up.
It has a
You can,
heater.
you can set it to a certain temperature, and it will turn off once the room reaches that temperature.
Oh, okay. So was this during winter time when you had your douchey moment and shit?
Yes, yes, it was. My girl was
Okay.
moving in. We were redoing the place. It's a little studio apartment. It's nothing big. So we just decided, hey, or I decided I want to get a fucking electric fireplace. I want a fireplace. I can't just build a fireplace in an apartment, so I'm getting an electric fireplace.
Yeah, dude. I thought about getting one as well, but not that type. I wanted like a real, like one that didn't emit heat per se. I don't know, like one of those fucking giant ones that you sit on your coffee table and shit, and it has flames and shit, but like it's like behind glass. I don't know, it looked cool. But I
No,
never
I've
got
seen
it.
that one, the one where it's behind glass and it looks like the fire's coming out of stones.
Yeah, it's more decorative than
Yes.
fucking functional, I guess.
I was actually planning on getting that, but those things are way more expensive, and to mount those things, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna burn down this complex.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
I mean,
Good thing you know yourself then.
I mean,
Yeah.
the fireplace. It's like the whole point of it is that it's actually a fire. You know,
Nah.
you're kind of cheap. You're like you're buying a
It's
fake
ambiance.
version of it. I don't. It's kind of like getting a facelift. It's like I don't know.
I bought a lava lamp, basically.
Compared it to a facelift.
Yeah, it's
a
just
fire
fake.
lamp.
It's not real.
You're still old underneath.
Yeah. It's like that's just a screen, dude. I don't know. Like, don't you look at it and you're like, oh, that's not a real fire. Why do I have this?
No, Jim, I look at it and go, that's a real fucking fire. Actually, there's a button on the remote where the light will increase. And as a joke, I always go to my girl, hey, hold on, let me put another log on the fire. And
Oh my god.
I'll press the button.
The dad joke. Press a little button, little smoke smell comes out.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing? Just go
The spinners for the flame starts rotating a little faster.
Yeah, you got to get that hot tub, dude. Though I'm telling you.
I might get the hot tub. I might.
Do
get
you have a hot tub, Daryl?
Yeah, you got a hot tub there?
I don't have a hot tub. I'm
Aw.
not as fancy as you guys. I'm working
I don't
on it.
have a hot tub.
Daryl, would you ever own a yacht if you had the money
Oh,
to own
perfect.
a yacht? This is a perfect segue.
This is stereotypical, but no, I wouldn't because I can't swim. I'm more likely to rent a yacht for like a few hours than
My
I
man.
am to
My
So
man.
you
actually
like
own it.
you like the idea of a yacht. You think yachts are cool.
I have been on a couple, yeah.
Ah, look at
Not
this.
cool enough to like. If I was super rich, I'd get one. I don't think.
Nah, he's
Yeah.
kind of in the middle, Jim.
Nah, yachts suck, dude.
Like if you got one and you want to invite me on the water, sure,
Right,
I'll be
right.
there. You
But
know?
I don't want to own one. I'm not
No,
buying
don't
one.
say that. That's the worst
Right.
thing you could have said for me. Now I'm gonna lose.
That's what I'm saying. You want a friend with a yacht. You don't want a yacht.
No, you want a friend with a boat. You don't get a friend with a yacht. No one just has a friend with a yacht.
Yeah, dude.
Well, except for DeRo.
You're gonna have
a
you'll have a yacht one day.
breaking in yacht friends.
Whitey's you're gonna.
No,
have
I believe even that yacht was chartered. So no, I don't.
If I ever get a
have
yacht,
time with a yacht.
I'm gonna invite you, Gem.
Of course.
And then
I'm
wait. Hold on. And then when you're like walking to the pier,
Oh, you're just
I'm
gonna
gonna
kick out the thing.
yeah, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, so sorry. We take off without." I'm gonna just turn like forward for. We take off without you for some reason.
Oh,
Better luck next time.
I'll call the Coast Guard, dude.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, do you mind?
So you're gonna get a yacht. That's
Yeah,
that's
he's-
in your dream.
That's his goal.
I've looked into this. I've looked at 40-foot yachts that are. I mean, listen, they're still an insane amount of money, but yes, I want a yacht in my future.
Nice. I mean, now you have a friend with a yacht, so
Yeah.
two birds in one stone. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
He's
I'll-
not invited until he
sh-
changes his demeanor on yachts. He's
No,
not coming on
dude,
this
I'll show
goddamn-
up. I'll bring the wine. I'll bring the beer. I'll hang out, a high five, and then I'll go home and never have to worry about paying to fuel it or maintenance or to
I
run
hate
it.
you. No, you're not allowed on my goddamn yacht.
It's like when you're like when you're an uncle or an aunt. It's like it's not your kid. You get to leave.
Right.
That is the best.
So much better.
Yeah, so much better. You get to be the fun uncle that brings the candy and gets them all sugar high, and then they start bouncing off the walls, and you're like, "Well, I'm out of here. Have fun."
So how much do you have to earn in order for you to be comfortable with getting a yacht?
Oh, well,
That's
hold
a
on.
great
let me-
question.
Blake, personally, or like you asking like an actual statistic question?
No, you personally. I'm not good at stats.
Let me look up affordable yachts. We'll go to shopping. Let's see.
See, why would you want to get an affordable?
But like one
yacht?
that you want though.
Yeah,
right.
get a big yacht, like a mega
Like a-
yacht.
If you're gonna get a
Oh,
yacht, then be douchey with it.
Yeah,
You know.
I know. Who gets a small yacht? That's lame.
No, fuck that. I want to play Fugal. There's a person selling a inflatable yacht for like $20. I'm thinking about getting that
Oh
right
boy.
now. Jeez, it would be based off how much the yacht costs, because then I would factor that in to my budget of my wants. So if I can't save up
$1 million.
a certain
It's a $1 million yacht.
yeah, so a $1 million yacht, and I'm sure yachts are bought kind of like houses and cars where you're paying monthly payments on it. So
I feel like even that's a cheap yacht.
as long as the monthly payments are within my budget of wants, like my percentage of my net income that comes in monthly for my wants, then yeah, I'd buy it if I really wanted it that much.
Okay, so even if you'd be kind of overextending yourself, you'd still jump at it.
No, unless I like it's something I really, 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 really fucking want. I would still treat it as something like I treat today. Like, so I don't make that much money today, but I still factor in like 20% of my net income every month goes into my wants. So I try not to spend any more than that any given month. So I would treat it the same way, even if I got way more money in the future.
How much would you guys? Okay, let's say your ideal, not with being over like, yeah, I wanna be a billionaire, but like realistically, what salary would make you happy? In
To be 1% to make that 560,000 roughly a year plus.
nice.
560,000.
I think 560,000 annually as a single person is to get into the 1% of America.
Really? See, I'd be happy with like 80.
Okay, now you're more close to normal. There's a researcher of happiness that works at Yale. Yale
Here it comes with
University.
the $75,000 a month thing.
Right, and they say 75,000. I'm like,
Yeah.
I
How
don't.
many
I
how
mean,
many yachts are you buying with that 75,000?
shit, you're fucking borrowing a small ass fishing boat from your buddy. But
yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, like it blows my mind. But she also found like, okay, no matter how much somebody made a year, when they're asked that question, they'll always say a little more. You know, like
Right.
nobody's ever happy. Like they can always get a little more or want a little more. So I
Well, I
just
gotta
thought that
admit,
was
I'm pretty
interesting.
happy now, and I'm a landscaper, so I
Yeah.
feel I don't make much, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really. I'm not really a money oriented. I look at money as something I need, not as something I like enjoy. You know. I know that sounds gay,
You
but
needed to do the things you enjoy or no?
no,
Because if not, you're definitely winning.
no, because
Okay.
I feel like I enjoy just like hanging with friends and family, and like I'm not really I don't know. I don't need to like own a yacht to be happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same.
I'm
I'm
pretty
closer
simple,
to
man.
that scenario. But then again, I still want a little more money. You
Yeah,
know
for
what I'm
sure, for
saying?
sure.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh, I'd love 80. I'd love 80K. That'd be great. That'd be smitten.
Smitten.
See?
Yeah. What about
And
you?
then good thing you got a friend with $500,000 annual
I don't.
salary.
I'm not even
Hopefully
in
he's
the
not.
fucking realm. I wish I was at fucking $8 an hour.
What about you, DeRo? What's your what would you be like happy with?
I want to say around 200.
Hmm.
I think 200 would be good. But then again, like shit. uh then again, like I make good money right now, so that's me trying to get
Just more,
a
yeah.
little more. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So like when I was making like 55K, I don't know, I felt just just as happy as I do now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Making double that. So it's
You're always gonna want
it's
more though, yeah.
one of those things. Yeah, it's one of those things you just want more.
That
Yeah.
makes
Do you
sense.
think?
And I
Do you
don't
think
even
that's?
use money that well. Like, dude, I live in a fucking not the shittiest place I've ever lived in my life. Like, I don't spend a lot of money on shit, so I don't know why. Like, I don't know why I would want 200. Like, I really don't.
Hmm.
Do you think it's the financial freedom it gives you, where if like if shit ever hits the fan, you know that okay, well I'm gonna be fine. I'll still be able to do all the things I love for a period of time, because I was able to save up the money I made.
Yeah. See, I've had that before, and I think I'd rather have freedom of time, not financial freedom. Does that make sense? Like,
Well, that makes
I
perfect sense.
Yeah.
I
I'd
understand.
rather make
Yeah.
200K doing some shit that allows me not to, like, right now I'm talking to you guys, I'm at work, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather be talking to you fucking from my couch, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but now I don't have the freedom of time to do that, to do shit whatever I want, whenever I want,
Oh,
you know.
hold on. Man. There's a lot of people at work right now. They can't just talk on a fucking shitty podcast for an hour and a half with two dullards.
True.
Like, so
uh,
I gotta admit, you got some good time at work right now.
Yo, my cousin, my cousin, she swears, she's like, man, you have the dream job. I'm like, shit, I guess. Like, I'm happy. I with it. Could be happier, making the same amount of money like myself.
No, I get what you're
Being my
saying,
own.
man. That freedom of time is such a fucking, it's a beautiful thing because you get, my girl says it to me all the time. I haven't utilized my time as well as I should have since having it for the past several years, but I think it's just the option of having it. Even though I haven't utilized it fully, it's the fact that that option's still there. And if it was taken away, I'd be like, ah, fuck, now I would feel trapped.
Yeah, dude, I fucking suck at time. Like, one of my coworkers asked me, like, so what do you do with your days off? I said absolutely nothing. But then again, that's my favorite thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he'll be asking me about TV shows. Dude, I don't watch them. Like, what do you do with your time? I have no idea. I really don't.
Yeah, dude, do you ever wonder, like, where the fuck did the time go? Like, how is it already nighttime? I haven't done anything today.
Oh, for real.
Yeah. So yeah, I think as long as you can get time, I think how much you make is would likely be irrelevant. If you got the time to do, well, you're gonna have to afford to do the shit that you want to do. But other than that, I think it's salary is irrelevant.
Well, the thing that also fucks me off is when I started making enough money to go into another tax bracket, is then the taxes, you get taxed way more. That really annoys the
For
shit out of
sure.
me. So if I was ever to get to a
It
point where
annoys
I'm making
the shit out of
80K or 100K or something, it's like you're getting taxed so much. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Mhm.
You're working so much
Mhm.
more for,
Exactly.
so you're making more, but in a way you're kind of still, I don't know. It seems like a rigged fucking, I hate it. I hate the idea
Right,
of
you
that.
gotta make fucking, you gotta earn a fucking 120K to bring home, 80K. It's
Right,
like,
right.
well, fuck.
It's like, shit.
Yeah.
Why? How is that fair or reasonable? That sucks.
Yep.
But
And I feel like, damn, the only way I can steal money back is by contributing more to like my 401k or some shit, that pre-tax money.
oh yeah, that's true. But you can't like take that shit out till you're fucking like 50, right? Isn't that how that works?
60, 65?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something crazy.
Well, you
You might not
could,
even
but you would
live.
just have to pay taxes. Yeah.
That also fucks me off too. The whole like financial shit for the future when it comes to like stocks or 401ks or EFTs and shit. It's like it's so based in this thing where I'm kind of a live in the moment person where I'm like, dude, I could get hit by a car tomorrow or something. Like I'm sitting on the savings, and like, could I be spending it to do like live experiences in the moment that I will regret not? You know what I mean? That shit fucks with me sometimes.
Yeah. There was this company in New York, based out of New York or whatever. I can't think of the name of the fucking company. I probably shouldn't have brought it up, but here we are. And I guess the owner of the company had this philosophy, like, I'm not gonna retire when I'm 65 and can't do shit. So I guess like every couple of years he shut down the whole company and forced everybody into like a retire. And then he travels the world and do wherever the fuck he wants for a year, come back, reopen the doors, and you know what I'm saying, get the company going again. And like he does that because he wants to retire now, when he able to fucking hike up a mountain and shit like that,
Yeah, yeah.
versus being 65 and not able to do the shit.
I saw a cool YouTube video where it was people who they would work an insane amount of hours, usually late teens and in their 20s, for basically, let's just say roughly 10 years, and they would save up a huge percentage of that money they made, and I guess put it towards things where now they would retire at like age 30, age 35, and just live off that wealth for the rest of their lives.
Wow.
Fuck those people. I'm so jealous, man. I'm super jealous.
Super envious right now. That was
Right,
jealousy, where it's like, why didn't I think of that?
I don't have the. I thought about it. I tried it. I just don't have the. Like when I want something, I fucking go buy it. Like like that's a problem. I mean, I do save, but like, I'm not like they're the type they'll be like, well, I wanted to get coffee every day this week from Starbucks, but that those fucking $3 a day, well, like they just don't. They're more disciplined in that, and yeah, it's definitely an envious trait. But then
Yeah, I'm a
they
live in
live
the moment,
frugally,
man.
like frugal afterwards. Yeah,
I live in the moment, man. If I want a coffee, I'm gonna get a coffee. I don't know. To me, that's so valuable.
Just bust open a crack
Right.
pipe. What the fuck was that?
I'm with you. Did my audio just change drastically?
No,
No, but it did sound like you're about to freebase.
Sound like you dropped your phone or something. Oh boy.
I'm
Ooh.
actually thinking can wrap this up, by the way.
Hello. Did I just? Can
Yeah.
you guys hear me, or
We can now. We can now.
or not?
What are you thinking, Jem? You thinking about putting a bow on this thing?
Yeah. We go to
Yeah.
9:30.
Oh, wait, we're
Why
putting,
can't I hear you?
we're
That's the
putting
question.
9:30 as the time.
Nah, we don't have to. I think this is our longest ep ever.
Yeah, definitely. Yo, DeRo, can you hear us?
my Bluetooth went to shit, guys, and
Oh,
and now I can't hear you, but I do see that you guys can hear me. So I don't
Oh
know how
boy.
to fix it.
Wait, what is going on? He turns into a robot. He turns into a stereo system. He starts talking like Bumblebee from fucking Transformers.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, before we go off, this is something good that I should bring up to you, bro. Someone said on D Live that we should put the mature tag on our stream based off the stuff that we're talking about.
Who said that?
Some guy in the chat on D Live.
Wait, we actually got someone in the chat on D Live. Dude, you were right about D Live this whole time.
Yeah, dude, it's like a guy with a check mark. It's like some legit. He goes, "Hey, just thought would say hi and welcome. Listening in there, and you may want to add the mature tag in your dashboard for these if you have language and things." And then he goes, "Guess not looking or recorded, but oh well." And then he stuck his tongue out and left.
Oh, nah. Thank you, motherfucker. We'll have to do that then.
Yeah, that's so funny that I've never paid attention to the chat on Twitch ever. And then the one guy on D Live, I'm like, "Hey, by the way, we got a chat on D Live."
I know. How dare you?
Fuck them on Twitch.
No, I like Twitch, dude. That's where the most live listeners usually are.
Hey, listen, I never said I liked D Live too. They might have the worst customer support in the fucking .tv game, but still, this guy's trying to help us out with the mature thing.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that though.
Yeah, me either, dude.
But I'm sure I can't do it through Restream. That's for sure.
I'm too lazy to do it tonight.
So is that going to save you guys from being like
Probably.
booted off?
I would guess so, because I guess it's in the way like when we upload to YouTube and they ask, "Is this like made for kids or not?" And we go, "No." I guess this is the same thing. Like we're just saying that this is a mature
The dude who
podcast.
said it, you said had a check mark too, right? So that means he's
yeah.
probably like a mod guy.
He's probably trying to help us out.
Yeah, we should probably do that then.
Oh, we'll definitely do it. We just have to figure out like how to do it, and hopefully we don't have to do it for each individual stream. Hopefully, once we set it once, it does it for us automatically.
Yeah.
But DeRo, we're ready to wrap a bow on this, man. Is there anything you wanted to say to any of the listeners before we go?
Yeah, my name is DeRo on the stereo platform, DERO.
I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
What have you been calling me? DeRo?
I thought it was
DeRo.
DeRo. Yeah, DeRo.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's DeRo.
you're out of your
DeRo.
mind if you think I'm calling you DeRo.
Why?
Because I've been calling him DeRo for so long. I'm so used to it.
Yeah, you know what? I think like when I used to join your chats or used to leave a message and shit, I used to be like, "It's DeRo chilling right now in your comment section" or some shit like that. Whatever I usually say when I enter somebody's shit. But yeah, I've said it a billion times. I was like, well, some people still call me DeRo, but yeah, it's pronounced DeRo if you give a fuck. But if you don't, DeRo.
That was a nice way of him saying, "Yo, I told you guys fucking months ago that it was DeRo."
Yeah, relentlessly told you guys correctly, and you just refused to say it the right way.
Yeah, it's not gonna Yo, I know you guys are trying to wrap up, but like there's I got a homeboy and he called me nigga, like, "Yo nigga," like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, "Yo, I don't like to be called nigga," like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Try dude or whatever. Which blew his mind because I'm black, so I should like to be called nigga. Like,
Like how,
no.
I like two
I mean-
things. One, we're ending on this note, and two, that blew his mind. Like, what? Really? Get the fuck out of here!
Right. Hey, yo, come over here. This nigga don't like to be called nigga.
He's literally like, "Oh, yo, nigga, this dude don't like to be called nigga." It's like, "Yo, Jesus
Right.
Christ!"
So, like, every time I remind him, he tries to. It works for like 2 minutes, but it's so involved in his vernacular that it's just not going nowhere. So I said that to say that maybe DeRo is not like DeRo is too far removed from your like routine of how you say words. So
Yeah.
Oh, I got
It might
it.
not
Okay,
happen.
so he's saying we're really white, so that's why we're calling it DeRo. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, D-Dog. It's whatever.
D-Dog.
G-Dog. Oh shit, that was even worse.
D-Dog.
But yeah, guys, my name is DeRo on the Stereo app, and I'm trying to get a little podcast going called the Don't Worry About This podcast. So tune in, follow us on IG, and catch our next shows whenever they are. Might be one tomorrow, and I hate that I have to use the word might, but follow us on IG and you'll be notified then. And definitely, if you follow us on Stereo, you will definitely be notified.
Yeah,
But thanks, guys, for having me.
Yeah, Tyrone's stereo is at DERO. That's at DERO for his stereo thing.
Yeah, Tyrone. Thanks, Jake. Appreciate it.
That really is the whitest name, dude.
And he even put an accent on it. Thanks, Jake.
Jake.
Yeah, cool, man. We're going skiing tomorrow, bro.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But I appreciate you guys having me on, man. Like,
Dude,
it's been fun.
This was
I like
fucking.
you guys.
I think you're my favorite guest so far.
Ooh, that's saying a lot. I know you had that astrologist on
yeah.
Twice.
last week.
No, for real though. It makes sense that you have a podcast. You're chill to talk to, man. And thanks for coming on. And yeah, maybe come on sometime in the future. And
Make sure to give the NAACP my best.
Yo, wait, which one of you guys had a black card? I'm taking that back.
That was me. God damn it, dude. I kept that in my wallet, dude. Yeah,
Oh, that was my fault too. My bad, dude.
All right, guys. So how do I hang up here, man?
You
or do
just
y'all
leave
hang
the
me
chat and you're good, man.
Oh,
And you
okay.
make sure to
Appreciate
sign out, or you'll be on Discord forever, like our other guest
Yeah.
Irish chips.
She's forever stuck online.
All right, guys.
All right,
I'll catch
DeRo.
you guys another time.
There, Dira.
Peace, man.
Oh shit. That
All
was
right,
fucking
guys.
funny.
Thanks for listening. Tell your fucking friends, bitch. This is a long episode, but if you dig our shit, you'll enjoy that. It's